Listen, I understand why.
You gotta let them thaw first.
You really can't clean them after that.
You just gotta clean the bodies and bleach the bones, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Exactly.
Yeah. And these bananas got bones.
It's been 8 weeks, and what have we learned?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Bananas have bones. Hello, welcome back to the final episode of Rise of the Planewalker. My name is Ben Brainard, your dungeon master. Unlike every other episode, I don't have like a really funny recap about what happened last time, because all of the things that happened last time are really not that funny.
Very serious.
This is where we left off. The gang finished their fight against a mind flayer, made it back to town, found out the town was warned by future Adaline to go into cover.
That's right.
They found out everyone was in cover except for some elves and some racists, and they yelled at some racists and then got into an arena, and then Arktreon was like, I should avenge my father because a cat stepped out of a portal, and so now Arktreon is angry cat fighting other angry cat in the middle of the arena. Adaline decided he wanted to get involved. It didn't really do much at all, but he is around there. The other three, or well, actually at this point it was just Poppy and Estel. You guys were like, oh, there's some weird stuff going on outside, so you walked outside, and then the lesser god known as Hunger, riding a bony horse, started pulling up and was like, what's that? It is. And then you guys were like, you shouldn't be here. And he was like, well, I am. And he made you feel pain. And then a robot fell from the sky and hit the lesser god with a robot sword. And so the god was like, don't like that. Open up a ton of portals, and now the army of the hungry is approaching. They're all on the map. They all just say Abjurer because I didn't want to individually rename every single one of them to Knight of Hunger. But they're a bunch of Knights of Hunger just popped out of a bunch of portals. And yeah, Estel has been knocked out of the sky. She's lying on the ground. Poppy is being dogpiled by hundreds of lizards and can't really move or function right now.
That hit me too. I'd be out.
And that's where we left off. So before we jump in to finish this fight in whichever way it will be finished, let's meet our party. Feff.
I'm Sir Feffers, the humble dungeon master of the long shot table, and today I am playing Adaline Witweary, and he's one of the phenomenal homebrew subclasses that Ben has been cooking, which is available for purchase and pre-order and pre-access and all that good stuff. Adaline has been given multiple mind-breaking conundrums, the most recent of which being the future self was sent him a warning. So that's terrifying. But yeah, I'm Sir Feffers, the humble dungeon master of the long shot table, and if you want to get caught up on these episodes, you can head over to the YouTube long shot. And big shout out to Annie, our fantastic mod. Yeah, I'm realizing we're recording this now and you're probably on the long shot YouTube, but if you would like to catch up on live streams of these games, we're currently in our 6th season, and we have 3 weekly streamed campaigns. Big ups to Ben for jumping in for a summer series. This has been an absolute blast, and I've learned a lot. Over to you, Lexi.
Hello, I am SmolBirdLex. You can find me at SmolBirdLex. I do art, TTRPG, streaming, and VTubing. Yeah, that's me. I am playing Poppy, who right now their thought is just There's no other thoughts right now. Just dogpiled by lizards. Just confusion. But yeah, I'll pass it over to Arktreon.
Hello, everybody. My name is Chezaidan. I go by Chezaidan on almost all platforms. You can find me doing D&D stuff, D&D content, random comedy stuff. I'm currently playing Arktreon the Hunter, which is my big hulking Leonin Barbarian. Currently in full-on Berserker mode, full-on Path of the Knuckle Sandwich mode, and I'm excited for the rest of this fight. I don't think I have enough dice to roll the dice that I need to roll.
Oh, God.
We're going to make it happen, baby. And I'm going to pass it on to QueenAstraea.
Hi, I'm Estrella. My character's name is Estel. I go by QueenAstraea on almost all social media platforms. And is there anything that I'm doing lately that I need to say? Probably not, because I have 3 brain cells. But Estel right now has been McFucking blasted to the ground, and she is attempting to get back up. And she's always going to get back up because, quite frankly, she prefers violent freedom over peaceful slavery any day. So she's going to just get up and fight and keep fighting until even if she has to be the last one standing, she'll do it.
Damn right.
And I'm going to go with Elis.
Hello. Hi. I'm Kiki. You can find me all over the internet at KikiDoesStuff or KikiDoesStuff on Twitch. I was gonna say here, but we're not currently on Twitch. On Twitch, where I do actively do things. We do some PvPs. We got some one-shots coming up. We got some variety streaming, cosplay, art, etc. You might see me fighting some of these lovely people on the screen in PvPs. Not actually theft.
And
Chill,
IRL,
put them
get
away.
over here.
All right.
I'm taking the rings off.
I'm keeping them on.
I'm tucking my beard in. Let's go.
Aside from that, I play Elis Hawthorne, a human artificer, who just wondered, what if you take Goop and make a transformer instead? As one does. So now we're here with our wonderful transformer. And I'll throw it back to Ben, who's regretting his decisions, and yeah, you can do that.
Yep. I like that you changed your pronouns to Otto and Fot.
No, that's kids' pronouns.
Right. My apologies, kid. Well, we are going to pick up at the top of the round, which does start with Adaline, so we have to pop over to the other.
Oh, God, okay. Oh, I'm very far away.
Yeah, it's a big arena.
Okay.
You're a ranger.
Excellent. No, I know. In my head, I thought I was closer. I thought the arena was smaller.
I love that Arkang is just me.
There's no Leonin token in.
Really?
Not that I could. Oh, I honestly I typed in Leonin, and they have one, but it's not in the library yet.
Oh, I see
So.
that. Yeah.
No idea. I just borrowed yours and renamed
Big
him.
kitties.
And put a little orange circle around him. By the top of this round, we're going to start with Adaline, Arkang on deck, followed by Arktreon.
So we're already mid-combat, so I've already used my 2 opening extra shots, so I'm down to my normal attacks. So
before you start your turn, I just wanted to give you a quick just reminder of what's going on. Towards the south part of this map, you'll see that the stone path that leads southward. That is what connects to the other part where the other 3 people are at right now. Okay. That is also like the main entrance where all of the civilians were being funneled into to go down the stairs. And as you were just looking around, even though you didn't see Hunger do this, you did see the results of it, and a lot of these portals started also opening up in the arena that you could see.
Oh, good.
But as you were sitting there watching, you started to notice before anything else could come out of them, one by one, a hand would poke through each rift, close its fist, pull back, and the whole rift would then close in on itself.
Cool.
Make a perception check for me really quick.
Okay. 16 plus 11, 27.
Okay, that is high enough to notice that the hand that's doing this looks like it's made out of like stone, bone, wood.
It's me! I don't like it! It freaks me out! It's never happened to me before!
Each of these
Or has
portals is closing one at a time. And then you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Good evening!
You're looking into the hold face of a construct. Good evening to you. Me?
Is this going to cause any problems, us seeing and interacting with each other?
I have no idea.
Is that really how I stand?
Well, it will be.
All right, well, any advice from the future?
Yes.
God, I look good.
Don't hold your breath and don't lock up. And then he's gonna push you.
All right. Okay. Just kind of like forward a little bit.
No. You are no longer in the arena.
Oh no! I'm just like, excellent. Knees bent tonight.
When you look around, you're still in Archid. You're in the main city square of Archid. There's a lot of people walking around. One of those people that you see is the mayor.
Okay. Shit. I had to tell him something. I've got a mayor. Good evening. Come here.
Oh.
Now.
Hello, robot.
I'm gonna gently cup his face. I need you to listen super carefully, and I will tell him the things while writing down the message and the Bones Without Soup password and all of that good stuff, and hand it to him. Just kind of put it on his face. Super important. I thought this was gonna be like more climactic of a thing, but don't worry about it.
You know, I've been the mayor of this town for 20 years. This is probably going to be like the third big fight that we've had in this city before. So honestly, I've got no further questions.
You like
I'll
elves?
get right on it.
You like elves? Good.
I don't not like elves. Okay.
And I will, I guess, leave. I'm in the past. What do I do?
As you start running back.
Okay.
What are you thinking? What are you trying to do? Where are you trying to
go? My primary concern was Arktreon, so it still is. And I know Arktreon's around somewhere. So I'm going to start trying to get to Arktreon, and then I will be, if DM permitting, I will be the version of me that ended up pushing myself into the portal, and then load right back up and get back into the fight with Arktreon.
Okay, so
close the loop, if you will.
As you kind of like are thinking about this, and you're running towards the arena.
This is weird. This is weird. This is weird. This is weird.
You just kind of pop. And you're like hanging out of one of the portals, looking down at Arktreon from above. And you feel the portal start to just like shrink in, and you notice you're just like absorbing this rift.
Okay.
And you can you can pull yourself back out of it.
Okay. I wasn't ready for time travel math. So I'm looking down. I can see Arktreon. Has Arktreon started the fight yet? Do I see the quote unquote present me?
You just see a blur.
Oh yeah.
Out.
Well, you see the future present you.
Hey, good evening.
He gives you a thumbs up and then pops out of existence.
Oh man, I'm gonna need so much therapy. I guess I will attempt to what little bit I would know of time travel shenanigans is I need to try to finish closing the loop, and so that would be my goal, whilst also keeping eyes on Arktreon.
Sure. Okay, so as you're thinking about like trying to close this loop, the rift closes in on you, and you find yourself just kind of like floating in what you would probably like in your brain you'd think about as like being just in the ethereal realm.
Okay.
The ethereal plane.
Wishby.
And that is where we will pick up on your next turn.
Oh no. Okay.
I'm gonna send you a short list of things that Arktreon can, or not Arktreon, that Adaline can do a number of times equal to his proficiency bonus per day.
Okay. Okay.
Arcang. It's his turn.
Yeah.
Not much happens, not much changes about Arcang. Arcang is very much just locked in on punching.
Yeah.
And, well, slashing, really. He's making some claw attacks against you.
That's okay. I do have a reaction. So if he's gonna punch me, I'm gonna punch him right back.
I mean, well, you might as well get those dice ready because there's not much else going on behind those eyes.
Yeah.
He is going to swing. How do I make this dice roller work? Roll dice.
Interesting.
Where did it? Okay, that's
so you
a
got a
7 plus. Well, it's plus 10, so that's a 17 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, he's gonna do it recklessly. So dirty 20 on that one.
Yep.
Cool. And he gets 3 attacks. So I'm just gonna roll. That was a 21 to hit on the next one, and then a 16 to 9, so a 26 to hit on the third one. And in the interest of time, I'm just going to be using the averages for all of this because rolling everything
there's
for
a
everyone.
lot.
Yep.
There's so much.
So you're going to take 27 slashing damage, halves down to 14.
Okay.
So 14 slashing and then 7 force damage from each of those hits. So it's going to be 21 total damage for all 3. So 63.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then you wanted to use your reaction to swing back at him.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Roll to hit.
That's gonna be.
Roll at an advantage because he's doing so. He's attacking you recklessly.
Love that. That is. Oh, where am I rolling here? It's a 14. It's the best.
Even at advantage?
Yeah, I had rolled a 2 and a 5, and it's plus 9.
Oh.
So, yeah,
Damn.
yeah. Swing and a miss.
So 1, you missed. 2, this is actually a really good time to implement. There's a new mechanic I'm going to start using. If you ever miss an attack, you gain inspiration.
Okay. I'm adding inspiration. Inspiration does.
You can. Yes, you can use inspiration to roll anything at advantage. Or actually, I'm going to say it like this. You can use inspiration to re-roll any one die.
Love that. Okay.
So yeah, Arcane just kind of growls. He's all bloody because in the at the end of last fight, you hit him several times.
Yep.
He's not bloody. He's not looking great. He's upset. He's angry. He comes up and just quick slashes. You try to get one in, and he just moves out of the way and counters with another right. But that does bring his turn to an end, which makes Arktreon. It is your turn now, with a little fun thing after that.
Wunderbar. So with these flurry of blows, chunks of like bone and flame kind of dust off Arktreon as they kind of hit the floor and singe the ground a little bit. Arktreon's going to make 2 attacks and then a bonus action unarmed strike. Oh my goodness.
You're in 6th rage, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
You have more attacks than that.
6. On my thing, it says I have 2 attacks per action.
That is just because when I make the subclasses, I can't change that. That's
Okay,
a thing,
so
and especially since rage isn't a thing that you're always in, I can't actually change any of this stuff. So
3 attacks plus a bonus action.
Not even that. You don't have to use your bonus action for anything. Let me see. Not regular rage. Show me rampage. By 6th rage, you have 2 additional attacks. So you can make 4 total attacks in your turn. You add your strength multiplier 4 times to each one.
Yeah.
And they do 3d8 plus 3 times your strength modifier plus your rage bonus.
Okay, hold on. You add plus 16 to your strength checks, saves, and damage rolls. So my attacks are my rolls plus my 9, and then I'll add the 16 to each of those attacks, and then we'll go from there because it's an extra like an extra
damage,
2 per damage.
It's only 2. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
only like another 2.
Yeah, so your punches right now are going to be plus 9 to hit, and the damage is 3d8 plus 18.
That's a sound I love. That's the sound of 4 d20s that are hopefully going to all hit.
You are swinging at advantage.
Okay. So I'll change that one to that one. I'll take that one. Okay, so...
Oh, you reroll all of them, even the good ones. You might get a 20.
Yep. Oh yeah, so the one... So no, I'll take the 18. Okay, what was his AC? Oh, I shouldn't ask you that. Does a 19 hit?
19 hits.
Does a 20 hit? Dirty 20.
Yes.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Does a 27 hit?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He is going to use his reaction on one of those to swing back at you. So
Understandably so.
26 to hit. It's almost like
Rock'em
they're very
sock'em
similar.
lions.
It's just 2 plastic lion robots just
And then robots keep appearing around.
Okay.
Being inspired. Arktreon is the origin story for Rock'em Sock'em robots.
More fun than a pillow fight.
sock and boppers.
17 plus
I
4.
wanted that so badly as a kid.
That and moon shoes.
3,
Moon shoes.
1. That's 21 plus this. That's 23. 3 for the first one. That is 8, 9. 9 plus 4 is 15. Plus the other 2
plus
is
4 is
17. Third attack is 17 plus the.
It's like he's taking a couple cents off the top at a corporate job every day.
So that is another 3. And then I add 16 to each of those damage rolls, correct?
Yeah, it's a 3d8 plus 18, actually, because of your rage damage as well.
Yes.
So 18 times 4 is 72.
I'm gonna do my math here. Sorry, I got pen and paper because
Yeah, old
There's a
school.
lot of
Okay,
numbers being thrown out.
I'm gonna go pee really quick.
16 plus 16 plus 16 equals. That is a whopping 111 hit points of damage. Halved because he is enraged, but I like the triple stats.
Big numbers.
That is halved down to 56.
Strong.
Hell yeah.
So, one of the tooth comes flying out from Arktreon's saber-toothed skull. That's just kind of floating there amidst his flaming manes. As the bonehead snaps up sideways, followed by an uppercut, a right hook, and then 2 fists down on Arkang.
He does get a reaction hit to you, and that reaction that he takes is when you knock him down, he just comes up and headbutts you in the chin on his way up. You're gonna take 21 more damage for it's 27 slashing and 7 force. 27 is half, so 21 more damage.
21 more damage. Okay. And you have my health at that point too, right? You have my health numbers.
I can look at him when I want to.
Okay. Yeah, bonus action. Yeah, bonus action is 2-weapon fighting, but I can't use weapons. The other bonus action I have is Daunting Roar. DC of 17 to save.
What is the
Wisdom saving throw.
wisdom saving throw?
Right until the end of next your turn. Fingers crossed, because this works gonna be badass.
So that is a 4.
Oh,
Ah!
Teen.
However,
However,
Arkang cannot be frightened.
okay, that's fair. I'm gonna Daunting Roar anyways, because at that point he's gonna headbutt, so my chin's gonna come back up, my head's gonna snap back, and then just let out this piercing demonic scream at like ear point distance, and you could see the fur on his face kind of ruffle back from the wind.
Yeah, Arkang is not looking good. He's definitely bloody, but he still screams back at you as you do that. Everybody else can hear this, even if you're outside of the arena. There's just
You can
screams
feel this.
and roars.
even
There's a
through
lot
pile of
happening
lizards?
in this arena. You can hear it through the pile of lizards. It's a little bit muffled.
Okay, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. So, we gotta pop over to the city center. And right now, the 3 of you that are out here, Poppy under a pile of lizards, the 3 of you that are out here, except for Poppy. So just Elis and Estel can see this. Poppy is preoccupied.
Going out the way she lived, covered in lizards.
What a way to go!
Doing what she loved.
Hunger looks up to you, Elis, inside of your Autobot. And he says, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity. And I'm glad you're here to see it.
Just happy to be here to finish what I started and kick your fucking ass back to wherever the hell it came from.
Yeah!
Tell them, Elis!
Let's go!
You see all of the planar rifts that are around Hunger start streaming into him. They're closing as they do. Hunger starts to glow, and then his form starts to change.
Big as I am. It's okay.
The lesser god Hunger begins to absorb the planar energy around in an attempt to ascend to godhood from his lesser godly position, and he has grown to gargantuan size.
Kaiju fight. Kaiju fight.
He's still on the back of his bony horse, and he pulls a long, misty
poor horse.
scythe.
Ooh.
I'm just imagining a really small horse.
It's like that guy from Dark Souls.
I was gonna say, yeah, there's an Elden Ring joke in here somewhere.
The horse grew too.
Oh.
Oh, okay, good.
It's now the size of a Shetland pony.
And he pulls this long, wispy scythe out. And he levels it at you, Elis. And he says, now, let's begin.
I take a stance and I go, aw, you're taking inspiration from me? That's so cute. Unoriginal, but...
Estel, you were knocked on the ground at the end of last session. And before you were sort of able to get up, one of the Knights of Hunger gets to you, and he has a long sword. And as you're looking up at this man, this just almost completely just skin and bone, sword-carrying madman about to drop his sword down on you, a very thin blade pierces his head. And standing above you now, holding a very ornate rapier and wiping off the blood of the body, is your father.
I look up to
Who
my
reaches
dad.
down to pick you up.
Before I take his hand, I just say to him, he couldn't serve even if he was drafted. You did good there, Dad.
Damn.
Wow.
He says, yeah, that's my girl. And then he helps you up. And you, when he helps you up, you see behind him is also, like, your mom is also there.
I got a
But
family
as she
reunion.
kind of, as you look at her, you notice she's not like touching the ground. She's like levitating. There's like autumn leaves that are like swirling around her.
Cool.
Her eyes are like glowing red. She's holding fire in the palms of her hands.
Oh shit.
And she says, my dear, I have been on this world for 600 years. If you don't think I've learned how to protect my own daughter, then there is so much I am excited to teach you about me.
Sorry, I'm very excited.
And she just throws two quick just fireballs, not even looking, and two more of these guys just get struck in the face.
Damn.
Damn. Respectfully. Damn.
It is about to be your turn, but before you start your turn, you notice. Make a perception check for me, Estel.
Perception check. Perception check. Do. There's a perception. At least I think that's the one. No, that's passive perception. This one's perception. Ah, man. Bad. 5.
5. Okay, so you still see this, you just can't get very many details of it. Out from the main entrance of the arena where all the civilians and also all of the instructors went down, there is one very fast blur that just shoots out from one of the staircases. And you watch 3 of these knights lose their heads.
Oh.
But before the heads even hit the ground, the blur is just on to the next one.
Oh my god.
You also notice that all of the heads are missing their eyes, but I'm sure that has nothing to do with anything.
Oh my god.
Hey!
What are we gonna do? Steal Thomas Jefferson's ribcage?
Keeping track of a few things.
Estel's mom.
That's got it going on.
I have a kaiju fight so bad, guys,
Well.
you don't understand.
Estel, it is your turn.
Let's see. Hunger is over there. Way too far for me. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll in more on this map, see what I can do.
Yeah, no, you're fine. It is also fully expected and accepted to not necessarily have to attack every single turn. If you do use a turn just moving into position. These are also buildings around you. I was just trying to make a quick map, so they're tents on the map, but they're buildings. So if you wanted to get behind something, there's plenty of stuff to take cover behind.
Okay. I definitely don't want to take cover.
Why would you want to do that, you know?
I'm not known for being that smart. Let's see.
Same.
It's such a D&D response of like, take cover.
Why would I take the coward's way out?
I'd rather throw this greatsword.
Right, exactly.
You think I'm wasting this action economy?
I'd rather throw myself than throw myself behind cover.
I'm allowed to go 60 feet, correct? If I remember correctly. In terms
With
of
your
walking.
the boots.
Das Boot.
I
That's
think
boots, yeah.
I think you had a 60-foot flying speed with the boots.
Okay. I want to aim for. I'm just gonna take myself over here if I can. I would like to go to this little shithead over here. Observe.
Okay.
That's definitely 60 feet. I did the measurements on the map.
100%.
For sure.
Cat, you weren't there, quite literally.
I did the math. It's 55 feet. You're good.
Yay! I want to hit the crap out of him with my great sword.
Okay. Roll to hit. Swing away.
And, let's see, great sword.
Fuck you.
Does a 14 land?
A 14 does hit. Yes.
Yay.
Roll your damage.
8?
These guys aren't really. 8?
8.
All right. Yeah, he dies.
And I lean over the corpse and I say, "Don't speak unless you can improve the silence."
I think he's gonna be speaking anyway.
Exactly. And that's when I take the sword and I point to Hunger and I scream, "You're next, motherfucker!"
You're mine, motherfucker!
I think you have 2 attacks.
He just chuckled at you. Is that your turn, Estel?
Do you get to attack?
Yeah,
think I do.
Paladins have 2 attacks.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's just she only has 5 feet of movement left, and there's not really.
I mean, if you got a ranged weapon,
I do. I have a crossbow.
Anything's a ranged weapon. Throw it
I
far.
will throw it far.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I use my action to throw it
facts.
still at the thing?
Like,
Things
there we go.
Aiden says in the gym.
Do it.
Throw me! Sit on it!
Things
Damn.
Aiden
Jump
says in the
your-
gym. I can toss that. I can
I
toss
would like
that.
Listen, that part of the Incredibles got me tearing up a little. All right, I'm just saying.
Oh.
I'm like, Bob, throw me.
It was the scream. It was a very real mom scream. That's why.
It was the realization. truly.
I'm not really moving myself. I'm just showing you. I want to aim for this observer with my crossbow.
Got it. If you look on the, I think if you just hit the letter X on your keyboard, it'll open up the ping.
Oh!
What
I
the
don't
fuck
like
is
it. I don't like it. How do I say it?
I don't like it.
Ah!
Oh, so there's the ping or the point. So the ping was what you guys were doing with that, but if
Oh
you
god. Terrifying.
mouse
Jesus.
over on the left, there's the point one, and point is just kind of like
It's so
I don't
aggressive.
like that they're all the same color.
At least they fade.
Yeah.
Well, I'm aiming for this one. Let's see. Crossbow. This one. Man, I am not rolling that great today. 8 probably is not going to hit.
yeah, an 8 does not hit. So
Ooh,
the
you
arrow
whore.
just zooms by that guy, and it's like he's so out of it he doesn't even notice that an arrow has been shot in his direction.
Are
That's
you adding
weird.
your modifier?
That's suspicious. Do I have them?
What was that?
You rolled a flat 8, right?
No,
No,
she rolled a 3
yeah.
plus 5.
Okay, sorry.
But because you missed, you do gain inspiration. So you can use that later to re-roll any one roll or any one die.
Nah.
That ability is called failing upward.
That's called falling up the stairs.
Wow.
Nah, I'm not going to
Okay.
aim again for him. I'm going to use that inspiration for something else, like hunger.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to do it on a future roll anyway. So
Okay.
that is your turn?
Anything? I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm allowed to... No, that's it, isn't it? Okay, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Poppy will be up next after this brief intermission. These abjurers over in the top right, or Knights of Hunger, are just going to start moving sort of in the
Making
direction.
my way downtown, walking fast. Pace is fast,
Yeah.
homebound. No.
But before they can really get all the way up to where the mountain of lizards and Estel parents are, 2 of them die. Arrows to the head.
R.I.P. those dudes. Hey.
R.I.P.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
And those of you out
My
here
parents
that
rock.
have ears
Mm-hmm.
can just hear a very disappointed to be here.
Yeah.
How many times am I gonna have to fucking defend this stupid fucking city?
There he is! My favorite boy!
Best
Your
boy.
Honor,
He's my good time boy, my sweet cheese, my rotten soldier.
And behind him is a voice that you guys haven't really heard much in your time being on this island. It's a little bit chippier, and it's just another male voice going, "Come on, Skype, you know you want to defend the city." And Barca, the fighter instructor, comes
Yeah.
out.
Young boy is back.
And you watch him just kind of like point one finger at one of the knights and then just flick it. And it flies into the other knight. And they both just kind of like crumble. And
Everyone go
Skype
follow
goes,
Jason Russell.
"If you're gonna follow me anywhere, at least throw them in the air so I can do some target practice."
Hey.
Barca goes, "Oh, that I can do." And as they all just kind of, the two of them just kind of like move off to find more. Estelle, the blur you noticed earlier comes back and very quickly hugs Barca.
Aw.
And for the split second that she's not moving, there's just a bat-like humanoid giving a big hug to Barca and goes, Barca! We get to fight again! And then zooms off almost imperceptibly one more time. She just
My
had
heart is
blood
full. That's
all
so
over
cute.
her, like, three-fingered.
Love my dumb little bat.
I like to think
it's
Lakire is just like
following-
hiding in some bunker somewhere, just
Well, I
absolutely
was
just
gonna say-
under a bed with his head down.
Just wait. I'm sure we'll get there.
Following Skype and Barca out
Oh,
of
shit.
the arena is just one very well-dressed tiefling who just kind of like, and then squats. It's almost like he just kind of like squats down as if it was like a child who's just now learning how to like get low and be quiet. But then he does it, and he's like, there's a moment where you guys like don't see him anymore, as if he's done something more than simply just squat. Like he just boop, and then for a moment is just gone. And there's a part of your brain that's like, but he's not there, right? Your brain and your eyes cannot agree on whether or not this person exists.
Like peekaboo when you're an infant. It's like, where'd he go? Oh my god!
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly. That's
How the hell did you do that?
What form of wizard?
There's the baby. Oh my god, you were just gone 5 seconds ago.
Lakire was my last character, and he sawed off his antlers and screwed in fake ones for the ornate appeal, and then also so that he could remove the horns to pretend to be a different type of humanoid. He was metal as fuck.
That's badass.
Two more people have come out. You recognize Giovanna,
Yes.
and part of her like speed with which she's entering this battle. Part of it, you're like, this elven woman loves to fight. But there's another part of it where you're like, I think she just kind of wants to get away from this person behind her who won't stop just talking. She's so happy to be here. Why is she so happy to be here? And just Giovanna, very locked in, followed immediately by her bard friend, whose name is escaping me right now.
Serena.
Serena, thank you.
You're welcome.
Serena, with a trumpet, by the way, just floating above the ground. Do-do-do-do, Giovanna's here! And then they just kind of go, everybody who can hear, so that would be Estelle's parents, Estelle herself, Elis, and Poppy. You all get one bardic inspiration die.
Nice.
So there's a
Across the
D12.
wow.
I heard D20.
Oh, that's weird that you heard that.
What could it possibly mean?
Your Honor, does Kit get a separate one, or
No.
Aw.
that is a creature? I'm just saying.
Kit doesn't have ears.
He hears me.
He understands.
And it baffles us
How
all.
would he understand me if he can't hear me?
Baffles us
Your
all.
Honor.
Don't
Your
ask
Honor.
further questions. I don't have further answers.
Your Honor, I'm the minor god of curiosity and invasiveness, so like I have to keep asking questions.
Oh, so you're the minor god of little brothers?
Hey, I resent that.
Yeah, hey, wait a minute.
He's a little brother. I can say it.
Can't relate. I'm the oldest and middle sibling.
That's fair.
Huh?
I'm not
One
gonna think
parent
about that
and
too
the
much.
other.
Oh, okay.
I'm the oldest for my mom, but I'm the middle for my dad.
Gotcha.
All right, that brings us to Poppy.
Yes.
Now, Poppy, you are currently under the weight of 1,000 lizards. And for a moment, you are kind of worried that the weight is going to crush you, and also you're not going to be able to breathe or move or anything like that. But then you kind of realize that you have space, like you're able to move. It's just like, it's almost like you're in like a dome that they've formed around you.
Right after Fall of Lizards.
And they start to glow as they kind of just like, it's like a white, bright light as they're forming and morphing together. And you hear this voice that pops into your head, a voice that has popped into your head before, a voice that your brain and probably your heart tells you is Chester. And Chester says, I am not yet at full strength. Let me borrow some of yours.
You can take it all.
Put that thing back where it came from.
Or so.
Use one of your. I'm blanking on the. What's the function that lets a druid turn into
Wild shape.
wild shape?
Gotcha.
Thank you. Yeah, check off one of your wild shape features as your hand starts to glow when it reaches down, and your entire body starts to glow as you are pulled into this blob of lizard.
Right.
I am going to send you a link,
Uh-oh.
Lexi.
I got a gut feeling about what this is.
Yeah.
I got a gut feeling.
I have
about what
no
this
idea
is.
what's going on.
If it is what I think it is, this is going to be amazing.
Oh, no.
I didn't have time to put together a very specific thing about this, so I'm just borrowing something for now.
That's D&D in a nutshell, baby.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah?
At the start.
I've
of your
never
next
seen you make that face, Lexi. I've never seen you make that face.
That is at the start of your next turn.
Who?
Elis, you will be. Oh, actually, Hunger goes before you.
That bitch.
Rude.
He's really upset about a little bit of blood.
Before Hunger goes, though, there is one more instructor that you guys have met, and it's important that you know that he cares. And it's
Yay!
Bob
Bob!
Dresvern.
Bob the Builder.
You don't see him first. You just kind of see like a kraken tentacle shoot out of the gate, grab one of the Knights of Hunger, and smash him on the ground several times over, like Hulk does to Loki in that one scene.
Puny God.
And then Bob comes out and he looks around and he goes, "Where's Poppy?"
Oh.
Estel, your mom kind of goes, "Is Poppy the one with the lizards?"
Yeah. Estelle just gives a big thumbs up with a big grin like this.
Oh, she's over there. Without much thought, she's that one, and just a pile of glowing lizards is just nearby. Bob goes, right where she belongs.
Just a vague.
And then Bob turns into an owlbear and starts eating people.
Fuck yeah.
Estelle just
Alright, Bob.
kind of looks like this to her parents, be like, "I love my friends so much."
Rather tame.
Your,
for the owl.
your dad goes, "I don't know what summer camp we have sent you to."
Yes!
No amount of platinum is gonna get
It's the most
you this,
meta
baby.
joke we've had yet for a summer series. My god, a summer camp summer series would actually go so hard.
I am so down. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Please, that-
like
Summer
a
camp, summer series.
kind of like a down to earth low magic murder mystery,
Can
kids
I
on
please run
bikes.
that? That'd be so much
Yeah,
fun.
absolutely.
Fight an Elder God at the end
Hell
of it.
yeah.
Absolutely, you can absolutely run it. All right, we've got one slot for our next summer series checked off.
Write it in.
Yay.
I'm not kidding. If you're down, I'm down.
Baby.
Down.
Big bet. It is written down.
So down.
Admittedly on a napkin, but I'll make sure it gets locked in.
I feel like the best things that ever happened are written down on a napkin. Ask Dan Evident or Dan Poppenmeyer.
Okay, here we go.
Getting distracted. Level up. Level up.
Quick, long rest.
Everybody's take a nap.
I'm fucking sleep.
Nap while the DM's not looking.
Yeah, quick.
We didn't tell the DM we all rolled stealth, we all passed, and we all took a nap while you were not looking.
Just jump cut 10 minutes later, Ben being like, guys? Guys?
It is now Hunger's turn.
Damn it. Rude. And die.
Do you know he's a little bitch baby and little bitch babies go last?
Aren't you last?
Ladies first.
Aren't you last?
I remember rolling initiative, so I remember getting better than him, that motherfucker.
I just kept it because you jumped in after his
That's
turn.
Nah, it's fine. Box for DM. I don't like the box.
Okay, I was gonna ask honestly if you guys could see the box. I wasn't sure.
I don't. What if I just?
Don't touch the stop! Don't touch the
Box.
That box. I put that box there for a reason.
Like keep away with the DM. No.
Stop.
Like, no. Actually, no.
Aw.
Oh my god, stop. It's not even symmetrical.
It's pissing me off that it's actually not on the lines. Hold on. No, it's not on the line.
What in the math problem?
I don't like this game.
If it's in the square, it counts.
It's just because it's rotated. It's a 40-foot square, roughly.
Rough is the
you're
appropriate term to use.
You're roughly a
Yeah,
40-foot square.
that's what I need. I needed a 40-foot square. As Hunger points his sight and just says, "Die."
Oh, that means-
Estel and Elis. Kit is unaffected by the spell,
Mhm.
but Estel and Elis, I need a Constitution saving throw from the two of you, as all of the moisture in your body starts being sucked out of you.
Oh my. You're being raisined.
That's brutal.
You know, when you said you're gonna take me on a date, I didn't.
Your Honor, does the vacuum seal and kit do nothing for this?
Read vacuum seal.
Okay, I shortened it on mine, but
Approach
while
is-
operating kit combined or split, its operator is immune to spells or other magical effects that would normally
Wait.
spread around corners or
Is that the
secret
right
cracks
one?
and openings.
This spell just says you draw the moisture from every creature in a 30-foot cube centered on a point you choose.
I don't want to die, Drake.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
So,
Anyway, constant.
I mean, the water from your
Nope,
body
that's
wouldn't
charisma.
be able to escape Kit. There would just be like a puddle of
You're
your
giving-
fluids.
You're giving me humidity in
Ah,
D&D. I
I
played
don't
this
know which
game
one
to
it is.
escape Florida.
That one or this one?
You so right for that. Right after Hurricane Helen? Damn.
Anyway, constant.
DM, I do not want to be jerky. Thank you.
Oh my god, I have not rolled my dice today. I don't know which ones are good.
I would try lion jerky though, for real. I have to know.
Question.
I have to know.
Yes.
Which Constitution button is it? I'm sorry, there's two of them.
The same.
On the left side, upper area left side, you'll see a box that says saving throws in it.
Okay, it is that one. Okay, sorry.
yeah,
you're
just hit.
brain no work. Okay.
You're so valid for that.
Oh, hello.
Okay, now
You
I know
also
what
have a-
dice-
23.
Where the fuck is my shit?
23. I don't know if that saves. Actually, I should look.
What? I don't like that, DM. I have a negative 1 to con.
A 23 does save.
Whose fault is that?
You hydrated.
I'm fucking disabled.
Whose fault is that?
So
17.
I guess you're not in the aura yet. You're not in
I'm in Kit, and Kit's in the aura.
So you do gain a +3 on saving throws because of, Estel's. You gain a +3 on Constitution saving throws specifically due to Estel's aura of protection.
Oh wait, I have.
You do have inspiration.
I have something else that helps me with con save.
Estelle does, but she already saved
I'm
it.
fucking cool.
I saved
Where
myself from
are
being
my
raisined.
infusions?
I refuse to be a mummy. Not in this economy. I'm too hot to die like that.
I'm too pretty
no,
to
it's
die.
Only for con saves on spells. Ew. So that makes it a dirty, slutty little 20 with a +3.
Pretty for
I'm
problems.
sorry.
So 23.
In front of
just make
Estelle's
it-
mom?
Okay.
Dirty slutty.
The
I
20
didn't tell
does
her mom
not.
to be here.
The 20 does not save.
Rude. I don't like that. I would like to use Flash of Genius actually.
Oh!
Okay.
So that's going to make that a 25.
25 does save.
Yay! Your Honor. Thanks.
Thanks.
So you both will take half of this damage.
Which is?
Oh, wait, hold on. I clicked the wrong ones. I'll double check that. That's, yep, okay.
I don't like taking damage.
Half of 12d8, which comes out to 58. So half of 58 is 29. So you both are going to take 29 necrotic damage.
I'm at half health.
I'm at a little less than half health.
Roughly half health, I think. I don't know. I bled into this fucking bot.
I pulled the Reinhardt, get behind me, but unfortunately,
Not here to cry, okay?
it's D&D. I came here to cry.
If I die, what a way to go.
You're
Actually,
right.
A shit. That you know what? No, that's actually a bitch's way to go. I'm staying out of spite.
That's what kept Mentiroso around for this long.
Exactly.
Who keeps me alive?
It seems to work in the long shot world.
Yeah,
Spite's
apparently.
a powerful thing.
Spite!
For real.
That is Hunger's turn. So that brings us to Elis.
Get him!
Hey, bitch. How far is he? He's well out of range for me. Cool.
Hunger?
Yeah, Hunger. Well, I don't say out of range, but I can move to hit him, which is kind of what I want here.
He's 30 feet away from the kaiju battle beginning.
Yeah. I'm going to ram. I'm going to use one of my attacks to ram.
Let's go!
Start the kaiju battle with a punch, why not?
So that is 8 plus 15. That's 23 to hit him.
23 hits.
Cool.
Let's go. Okay, 23 hits.
Let's go.
And you're not smaller than me, so you don't need to make a strength save. That's fine. That is 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then for my second attack, I'm going to reel back the sword. It ignites with radiant flame, and I bring it down on him. You did not read the stat block I
Ignites
sent
with
him.
radiant flame?
I infused that bitch, motherfucker.
I love the way your brain works.
Thank you.
Rolled a hit against the god Hunger.
Cool. So that is going to be 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Yee.
We know he bleeds.
If he can bleed, he can die.
Fighting.
We'll collect his blood and sell it on the black market.
If it can take
Is that
damage,
on
it can be
Facebook
killed.
market? Get way more value.
I don't know. Craigslist, I've seen more spooky things.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That is 20 points of slashing damage. And then I would like to expend one charge of this to blind the attacker.
Yes.
or to blind him, not me.
Whoa.
So I need,
Kill John Lennon.
Kill
Kill John Lennon.
I need a con save from Hunger himself
Whew.
as I swing this Power of the Sun sword in his face.
I have bones.
Okay. That is a 2 on the die. What's that? He is going to burn a legendary resistance.
Yes.
Nice.
No.
That.
No, it's
Burn
good.
'em,
We need
bitch.
to get through those.
That bitch.
Because once we get through that, we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
really
yeah.
start fucking with them.
It was 20 slashing damage.
Yeah. Oh, and I do need it to also make a strength save.
Get him.
Actually,
Get him.
no. Actually,
Put your foot in his nose. Get him.
Get them saves, get the legendary resistances.
I do need him to also make a strength save because I'm going to burn a charge for Fleetwood Max Burst on that
Fleetwood
round.
Mac.
Okay.
So, do it or be knocked prone, motherfucker.
Do it.
I said 6.
A strength saving throw.
Strength save, yes.
Fuck.
That's a nat 20.
Damn it!
Every bars.
No! Oh, timey gun! A flintlock!
If he had silvery barbs, it would be beautiful.
Do I have silvery barbs?
I don't think
Not
druids
today,
get
Satan.
silvery barbs.
Not.
I don't think druids get silvery barbs.
I know it's
I don't
mean.
think so. Okay. And I think that's all that I can do with that turn.
Okay.
It's like
He's going to.
back. Raisin Bran.
With the rings on.
He's going to use a legendary action to
This just looks like the Taras
Yeah.
and the Gargantua are just like gonna.
They might kiss.
My kids.
Yeah, he's gonna use a legendary action to just kind of reach out an icy hand towards Kit in an attempt to cast Chill Touch.
Ooh.
Okay.
Chill.
Chill,
Touch.
John
Better chill with that
Lennon.
touch.
No.
That's an 18 on the die. Plus, so that is 31 to hit.
31 hits Kit, yes.
Cool. Okay. So Kit's gonna take 22 necrotic damage
Okay.
and cannot regain any hit points until the end of Hunger's next turn.
That's fine. Kit doesn't need to regain hit points. He's got quite a few to burn. How many did you say it was again? 20 something?
22.
22.
I just realized it says Elis, she, her, in Kit, auto/bot. I love that.
Bots roll out.
No bots.
We are going to take our first break at the
did
end
you-
of this round.
Did you roll Chill Touch with disadvantage?
I didn't know I was supposed to.
I have Arcane Plating, so you need to roll that at disadvantage.
Wow.
It might still hit, but I just forget.
It's a nat 1.
Let's go!
Get
wrecked! Points back,
Sneezes.
I have to, for a nat 1, what I'll say is you can use your reaction to make an attack against him.
Let's go.
Ooh.
As if you're knocking his hand away in a parry riposte.
I would fucking love to. Let me just pull that up right.
But consider.
Consider this.
Consider the following.
How about no?
That's what it is. Consider the following.
Consider the
That
following.
is going to be a 31 to hit.
31 hits.
Nice.
Damn.
14 plus 11, 25 points of damage. It's all
25.
magical.
Okay. Hunger, as his hand is knocked away, looks at you and just said, "Insolent."
I'm not the one that just got bitch smacked.
Why do you keep provoking a god?
Because it's fun.
God.
Listen,
A
if I was
minor
easy
god.
to kill, if I was fucking easy to kill, I would have died at 7.
Estelle looks over to Hunger. Better to be a monster than an arrogant god.
The motherfucker that brought you here, I will put you back.
What's a god to an artificer?
What's a god to a gun?
Cast gun.
What's a minor god to Chester? Let's go!
What's a god to goop?
I should have given Kit a gun.
What's a god to eggs Benedict?
Before
When they say pick a god and pray, we choose Chester any day.
before we go to our first break, one more person comes out. Oh man, they don't have a token for this. No.
Doom track goes hard.
I'm running through all the NPCs. Isan Agib, he's here!
May
Isan
your,
Angalib, he's here!
may your kaiju chip and shatter.
So, coming out from underneath where all the civilians went down to be protected,
Let's go.
just an 8-year-old Goliath child
My
comes
boy!
out
Get him the fuck away from
and
you.
sees that like a cool fight is going on.
No.
Not the child.
Ben, if he dies, you're making a new character for Terraform.
And if he dies, you're not gonna
No,
be
stop
showing out of
walking.
any
Stop
comedy
walking.
shows anytime soon, right?
Stop walking. Stop walking.
And Zito just kind of wants to get a closer look at what's going on.
Oh my
Adeline,
god.
Adeline, do something. Adeline, a child.
Adeline,
I'm in the
Knock the child
ethereal,
out.
dog.
God damn it.
I can kind of see what's
that-
going on everywhere. But
That is where we will go to break.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it. Go to sleep,
You're
go to
gonna
sleep,
go
go to
cry
sleep,
in
go to sleep, go to sleep.
Yeah. I'm gonna go panic cry in the bathroom. I'm gonna throw up, and then we'll be back in 5 minutes.
all right, we'll be right back.
It grows
started-
back.
Yeah, and then it started like twisting in the air and flying. Have you ever seen those fucking fairy dolls that like the 5-year-olds had? It
I
did
think I
that.
saw a hentai. I think I've seen a hentai about
Yeah.
that.
And that's why I don't like pretzels.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Welcome back, everybody.
Lost every thread.
We lost the plot so quickly.
We are back at the top of the round, which means where in the world? Where in the world is Adaline?
Oh no. Okay. Well, okay. All of this is brand spanking new to Adaline.
Hold on really quick. The map glitched out on me, so I don't know if it glitched out on y'all, but
Oh no.
I just had to restart the session.
Or does not exist.
Oh no.
I just clicked start the session again, so
I
didn't
just
get my
refreshed it.
highlight.
I'm on the map.
Okay.
I can move Zito.
It's a map, all right.
Grab Zito and pull him all the way up.
Yeah, pull him to safety.
Yank that bitch.
Stop moving him.
I did.
Adaline,
Just moving
it
him
is
away.
your turn. You are in the ethereal plane right,
All right.
now.
So a few growing pains, I think, to get out of the way. Again, if I'm at all stepping out of the parameters of what I am capable of, please tell me.
I've more or less just given you the ability to travel through time and space. So
Okay.
There's really not a whole lot of parameters.
Okay.
We're Menti Rosso now.
I'm
We passed on.
a different kind of
you
crazy.
are heroes now.
Yeah.
Almost like you can walk between the planes.
Interesting.
Like a plane walker. All right, I'm done.
I'm rising.
Get out.
And he's rising.
I think
He hath risen, baby girl.
I think I'll accidentally in like an attempt to flex this newfound muscle, if you will, try to move forward in time to see if we win. But in doing so, there's like some fear and there's some like hesitation, and then I overcorrect and accidentally shunt myself way back. Like on a knee-jerk reaction, like way back.
How, like, all the way back?
I'm thinking, yeah.
Dawn of time.
I'm thinking all the way back.
Okay. Sure. So you open a rift
Okay.
at the beginning of time. And at first, there's nothing. It's the vacuum, the black vacuum of space.
Good evening.
No stars. And then you hear some chatter, like two people speaking behind you. And although, time hasn't begun, there is no concept of distance. These guys are kind of far off, but you can make out sort of the rough outline of three creatures. One of them is very clearly a dragon. It's a massive dragon that's just kind of like drifting lazily.
That checks out.
One of them is medium-sized, has a tail, and next to that one is even smaller. It looks like just a flying reptile of some sort.
Okay.
And you kind of drift closer. It's Mentiroso.
No.
Albert, his alligator, and a dragon who looks vaguely like the adult full-sized version of what Chester looks like.
Oh my god. Okay. Wait, Poppy,
Oh my
I got
God, it's
you.
happening.
Poppy, I got you. I'm gonna tentatively float forward. Good evening. See if anyone recognizes me.
Both of them look at you and go, "What's up, Adaline?" Well, that's what Mentiroso says. And the dragon just goes,
Excellent. Hello. I didn't mean to be here. I'm gonna go back.
"Us." Mentiroso goes, "Oh, come on, you just got here. Wait, oh my god, are you just learning how to do all this?
Yes, yeah, this is my first. I didn't mean to. I think I overcompensated.
Stop thinking."
Okay.
You pop back into the ethereal plane. You're back. You're in the ethereal plane at the arena at the exact moment where you left it, and just kind of there. And you can see everything, and you can move, but you are still in this ethereal plane.
Intense vertigo. I'm upside down, and I have to right myself up. And I'll be like, okay, we're going to get that down pat later. I think I'll start trying to do what I saw from myself, because the primary fear is not closing whatever loops I know exist. Okay. So first I'm going to try to perceive Arktreon and move back a little bit, trying to follow Arktreon's movements back in time and start trying to close the portals I saw around him to try to keep him safe.
Shit.
And then,
Yeah.
is there any way I can? Well, no, that doesn't make any sense. What do I have left in the pocket as far as action economy? Because I've realized I've moved a lot and I've done a lot.
I will let you attempt to exit the ethereal plane into the material plane.
Okay. Adaline grew up in the woods, grew up hunting, grew up understanding the struggle means life or death. So he does not understand the concept of a 1v1 and respecting the 1v1. I would like to get, because you mentioned that the two maps were next to each other. If I can get up onto like the highest point of the stadium, can I see both fights? Because I've got sniper, I've got the ability to shoot super far.
You should be able to, because the top of the arena just kind of looks. It's a pretty high wall, so you'd be able to see.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to appear there, where I can potentially engage with both fights.
Okay, roll a d20.
Unlucky 13.
With a 13, you into the material plane, and you are on top of this wall.
I'm going to step out and go, I am now. And that'll be my turn.
Love it.
That brings us to Arkang. Arkang, last we saw him,
Getting the
was not
schnock
looking-
kicked out of him.
he was not looking great.
Getting the old what for.
You see him reach back, and he's wearing this bracelet made out of like a weird material. And he reaches back, and a planar rift opens where his hand is. But instead of anything coming through it or him going into it, all of the energy of that is sucked into the bracelet, and you see it like enter his body, and just his cuts start healing.
Oh no.
Damn.
That son of a bitch.
Guess I gotta handle one of these.
As Arkang goes back to full health.
Full health is not good.
I am so glad I did not leave.
I have a potion of greater healing still, so
Nice.
chilling in the back.
Yeah,
pocket.
but do you have the hands to use it?
I have a tail.
How bendy are you?
I'm just gonna break the bottle in my deep. How about that?
Yeah. Punch,
eat the
bring
bottle.
pocket to face,
no.
lick.
At that point, I'm just gonna like
Arkang.
smash it into my face.
Just gets your minerals all in there with that
Oh,
crunchy glass.
Baldur's Gate rules.
Oh, yeah, just throw
Arkang,
it.
turning back to you and seeing the child running up in the distance, is going to reach down with one hand and grab a large chunk of earth and throw it over your shoulder at Zito.
Oh.
I don't even have a reaction for that. I couldn't even do anything. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, my boy.
Boy. Oh no, my boy. Other help.
Older help.
A 14 does hit.
Oh, do I see this?
Yeah, I mean you're watching it. I don't know. It's up to you whether or not you think in this moment Arktreon would be cognizant of a child.
Give me a roll to make.
How
I'll
close
make
is
a roll,
the
see if I
kid?
do. Give me a roll to
It's
make.
up to you. You can set that yourself. It's a character moment.
Okay.
15.
I'm gonna say 16. Say 16 because I'm cooking right now. Oh, this is the lucky dice too. Oh, I got 12.
No.
Well, that's okay. No, he hurled it over the shoulder. I'm not even
Yeah.
paying attention to where he even threw it.
He missed.
To you, as far as you're concerned, he just missed you.
Okay. Yeah.
Zito is knocked unconscious.
Oh no.
Remember in SpongeBob where it's like that hoopla dude and the guy like the narrator throws the brick? That's what I'm picturing right now. It's just hoopla, thunk. It just passes.
Sounds like a lot of hoopla for a Krabby Patty.
Hoopla, thunk.
Luckily, do I have one of these? Why is it large?
And in charge.
I guess we'll just have to use this again. It's fine. Luckily, or unluckily, I should say. Shaxus is now coming up the stairs. Which, in time to see Zito get hit in the head with a rock and then knocked unconscious.
Daddy Shax.
And anybody who can see what's going on and is also cognizant of it, so pretty much just Adaline. And I don't even know if Adaline would understand what's going on here, but you would be able to see Shaxus' fists almost balling up on their own entirely as he very slowly starts this trudge in this direction.
My God, he looks so badass.
And that is all that's going to happen there for now. We get a few more of these guys just kind of like entering the scene here outside of the arena. And that brings us to Arktreon.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Am I just gonna throw 4 attacks out? Oh man. Oh, I kind of want to take off the bracelet. Do I notice it? Like, is it something that I'm like, okay, he's sucking energy out of this hole?
I'll let you make a perception check.
Okay.
Or investigation, whichever one you...
Well, I rolled a 2, so
Okay.
all fist, no brain.
I would say it's pretty hard to see what just happened and not think that something's going on. With a 2, maybe you don't notice it's the bracelets necessarily, but there's definitely something that he's got that's allowing him to do this.
Okay. Oh man. I think I'm gonna do 4 attacks, kind of aiming for that area where he reached out his hand. So maybe trying to swipe at the bracelet while kind of like, if I'm hitting a body shot, I'm gonna try to smack his wrist a little bit, like his arm.
Okay. I will say this. On a natural 19 or 20,
Okay.
you will hit the bracelet.
All right. Let me get 4 d20s out. Let's all use all my metal and heavy ones.
Yeah. Put some heft in it.
Okay. I got some rerolls to make, baby. Okay, so that was... it's going back to 6 still. Your boy got a 19, baby.
Oh, let's
Boy got a
go.
19. On the spiky dice, too. Oh, I got a nat 20!
Go!
Let's go!
Let's fucking
At 12.
go.
Okay, so I got 28 hits.
28 hits.
Nat 20 hits.
That's gonna hit.
21 hits.
21 hits.
And 15 doesn't hit.
15 does not hit.
Yeah.
Were you rolling at advantage because you do have reckless attack? If you do.
Yes, I did roll at advantage because it was a 6 and a 2. So.
Gotcha. Okay. If you don't already have inspiration, now you do.
Thank you. I haven't used
Otherwise,
the inspiration.
if you want to re-roll that one with an inspo, you can.
That green dice that Audrey gave me.
Hey,
13, so 22.
That hits.
shout out to Oddity Draws.
That's all. Shout out to Oddity Draws.
Love them.
Oh my god! All right, let's do the math, baby. Let's throw some punches. And then the nat 20s, we're just going to double the damage.
Dice.
Or
Double the damage dice.
double the
So,
damage dice. Okay, so
Yeah, you'll be rolling 6d8 on that one.
okay, so let me roll it. Let me do that 68 right now. And I literally have 68 in my hand.
Yeah, 6d8 plus 18.
Yes. Technically, it's plus 22. Because it's the 16 plus the 4 for the hit plus the 2 for rage.
Plus the 4 for the hit.
Yeah, because if it's an unarmed, yeah, it's the punch has a
D&D
plus
Beyond,
4.
That's your first strength modifier. D&D Beyond just automatically adds that. So that 4 technically is part of the 16.
Okay. So it's 18 then, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just do some rewriting. Oh my god. Okay, so 13,
It's still dumb.
so that's 9.
It's just 4 points less dumb.
And then that's 17. And then not that one. 10, 14. I have Doom in the background. Doom.
You ever just do quick math while the Doom soundtrack plays?
I feel like I would get more work done here, let's be honest. Okay, all 4 attacks, all said and done. We got.
I'm so productive when ripping tears on. Is that about it?
$139 hit points of damage, baby. Have
to 70.
Go.
Yes.
69 points in one turn, or one round even. I will make you something. I don't care what it is. I'll make you something.
If you get 69, you're gonna
make
get
you
the
a little
highest of
trophy.
5s.
The crispest.
I'll make you a little trophy for breaking the Hightower record.
I'll send you a helmet of your choice in Halo Infinite.
Oh my.
Oh yeah. That's crazy.
As part of this barrage of attacks, while Arkang has lifted his hands to block yours, you do hit him on the wrist with one, and that bracelet just disintegrates.
Yeah.
While he's wearing it.
Yeah.
He is going to use his reaction to make one swing against you in the middle of this barrage.
Hit me.
Hit me.
Yeah, he's going to try.
Hit me twice. Ooh.
That is an 18 to hit.
That song is too horny for
That
our
meets the
rating.
beat. I know.
At advantage, so yeah, dirty 20 if he rolled with advantage there.
Remember, kids.
So that
listen
hits,
at
you're
your
going to take
discretion.
14 slashing damage, that's already halved, and 7 force damage.
Texas is one.
Okay, we're getting down. We're getting down.
Oh boy.
Sitting around half
no.
The only person that hasn't... There's 2 people here that really have not taken much damage, and it's the lady under a pile of lizards and the guy who just went to the beginning of time.
Mental damage, maybe.
Yeah, I was about to say mental damage is still there.
Psychologically, I am
Emotional
shooketh.
damage.
Emotional damage. Emotional.
I think I'd be emotionally healed if I was just underneath a pile of lizards.
Honestly, I feel
So
like Poppy
warm.
gets temp HP.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Depends
I
on
think
the
their
lizard
little
coming at
hands
ya.
would make me happy. Just
Little sticky hands.
Poppy's gonna get what Poppy's gonna get.
Is it children?
That's
You
terrifying.
A lot of them.
you literally just had the authority of a parent that was just like, I will turn this car around. No McDonald's for any of you.
Yeah.
Arktreon, I assume that is the end of your turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Popping over to the city center. Hunger is going to use another legendary action at the end of your turn.
Of course you will. Burn it, bitch.
He is going to hit Kit with the sight that he has.
Ooh.
Maybe not that untouchable.
That puny god.
It was a 5+.
God
12, so
gives his
17
silliest
to
battles
hit.
to his most tragic of clowns.
God.
17 hits.
Who are you asking? Sorry?
Kiki.
That hits.
That hits okay. You're going to take 10 slashing damage and an additional 13 necrotic damage.
Okay, this feels homophobic.
What?
So 23, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's funny, it's the damage that you didn't do last time.
Wow.
Anyway.
Kiki talks mad shit.
I do.
Was
Yeah.
talking about the PvP brain games the other day, and she was like, "Oh, the ones you never win," and I was like, "Damn,
Oh,
no, damn, damn."
Did I say it that mean? I'm so sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. We laughed.
Okay.
At this point, Estel, your father, I would have used their real names, but I totally forgot what I named them. Mr. Cesaria.
Mr. Cessaria it is.
Lord Cesaria.
Mr. Cesaria
Lord
and his
Cesaria.
hot elf wife.
Hot elf wife.
Hey, chat, comment what the names are.
I bet.
Get back
I
to
bet you
it.
Annie knows.
Estel's dad is just gonna kind of walk over to where like Poppy's just ball of lizards is, and just brandish his. He has nothing on other. It's just, I mean, he's just wearing like his regular clothes. He doesn't have a shield. He doesn't have any other weapons. He's just standing there with a rapier and a complete lack of fear for a guy who's being surrounded by just an army of the hungry.
So that's where Estelle gets
And
it.
then, yeah, basically. And then he's gonna yell at you, Estelle, and go, "You're doing great, sweetie.
Thanks, Dad.
Your mom's hot."
Yep.
I
And then
didn't
she-
need to know that.
If you do turn around and look, she's like just on, like her whole body is just covered in fire, and she's just slowly walking towards these things that are
Oh, that hot.
Your dad's got jokes.
well both ways.
The dad jokes.
And she's gonna light two more of them
lizards.
on fire
No, I'm kidding.
and burn them down. Maisie is off in the city, jumping from body to body and ripping heads off one at a time.
Speedster shit.
I love her.
Yeah, super normal speedster stuff.
No head. No head. I am the eyes of taxes.
I like to think there's like a spot you keep coming back to, and that's your stockpile of what you've taken from everyone.
Oh, absolutely. Did you, like,
And
collect
there's
a
one
bunch of
person
them?
nearby the stockpile, like freaking the fuck out.
She just like collects a bunch of them, flies back, drops it off, collects a bunch of them, flies back, drops it off. There's somebody
Oh.
that's like horrified.
Oh,
Oh no, we lost.
oh, we're good.
Puppy.
She's back.
Puppy lives.
And everyone's in the right spot. We're good to go.
Cool, cool, cool.
Okay.
Joe's just nearby, like,
Two
no, that's
more
not
of these guys enter this way. Two of them have actually made it up to the base of Kit, so they're gonna swing. They're just little weak guys with some long swords.
I don't trust that.
The roll at advantage.
I don't trust that at all.
So, does an 8 hit?
Kit?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, they
Such
don't.
an unserious no.
I
They
didn't
bring
even
down
register
just-
you were asking me. It's just like
Yeah.
tiny little things at my boot.
They bring down
It
just
just
like
ding.
a weak swing. It's not that they miss, it's just that it's not even worth acknowledging.
I'm over here fucking like fighting Megatron, and they're just like,
That brings us to Estel.
I want to. Let's see. Let me just take a quick look at my spells. 'Cause I think I have an
Just
idea.
wanna die.
I just want to die. Loving this for us.
Estel, you do have your boots of flying on, so you can do that. You also, being a paladin, do have some healing spells if you wanted to do any of those.
This is true.
Or you could just fly up and hit Hunger in the face.
Ooh.
There's also a small swarm of his army that is very slowly approaching.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think my mom and dad have gotten are taking care of a lot of them.
Well, there's a lot more in front of you.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
There's a lot off screen that are just dying by the various instructors who are very slowly teaching you guys what it's like, why they are the instructors.
Got it.
That's kind of badass, let's be honest.
Nah, I'm selfish as fuck. I want to hit Hunger.
do it.
That's honestly a good move.
How far away? You are about 60 feet away, so you can fly up
Yeah. I want
to
fly
Hunger.
up. Let me see. I think,
Okay, and you're just using your great sword.
don't be hasty now.
Don't
Hail
be
hydrate.
hasty. Ooh.
Hail hydrate.
This is Cheerios. That's not a drink.
I'm all out of drink.
I want to cast Wrathful Smite.
Ooh.
What does that do? Next time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your attack deals an extra 1d6 psychic damage. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must succeed in a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of you until the spell ends.
I don't know if that works for him, but can it work?
The shot.
If not,
I'm
I
not sure
have
that anyone's
Thunderous
ever
Smite.
tried to... Yeah,
Fear.
no, I was trying to... Arcane was the one that...
True. Arcane couldn't be
frightened.
feared. Frightened.
So you guys
So
are
Hunger
unsure
I can
whether or
also
not
do-
it'll work on Hunger.
Risky.
You miss
Risky.
100% of the shots you don't take.
That's true. Wrathful Smite is his.
Okay, what level are you casting it at? Or is that one not something that you can cast at higher levels? No, actually, you can't cast Wrathful Smite at higher levels.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wait, can you?
It
Wait.
doesn't say.
Yeah, you can.
You should.
Oh.
be able
It
to.
doesn't.
I almost
Yay.
forgot I had those. Never mind. I think I want to do a Staggering Smite instead on level 4.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Excellent.
Forgot about that
Excellent.
one. Ah, whoops.
Hit 'em with it.
Accident.
Yes, okay, roll to hit.
Okay. Yeah, great sword. Please. 14. That's gonna do nothing, isn't it?
That is not going to be enough. Do you have inspiration?
I do
Alrighty.
have inspiration. I haven't used it yet.
You can use it to re-roll.
I would like to reroll. Please
Go
rip,
ahead
you
and
son
reroll.
of a bitch. 25.
25 hits.
Yeah!
Roll your damage with your, 4d6 of extra...
Yes.
Yeah, 4d6 of psychic damage on top of the greatsword hit.
Okay. Alright, so hang on. That's 14, and then let me add... Oh, shit. What the fuck? 24. I rolled all 6s.
Fucking go.
Let's go.
Fine.
So, 14 plus 24, where was 8? 34 damage?
38.
Oh, 38 damage, sorry. Not bad I am really, really bad at math, I apologize.
No, it's fine. I'm also just really good at math. I'm not good at... Don't ask me to read, but I can put numbers together for sure.
What do these numbers say?
Stop that.
What does this mean?
Fuck.
So, I think I remember Hunger at one point saying to Elis, insolent creature or something like that amongst the
He's wrong.
That
lines.
is something.
Something like that,
something
yeah.
he said, yeah.
Good.
So when I hear that, I pull a sprint at top speed with the winged boots. You can see like a cloud of dust form as like it's like a bullet springing forward, and it flies up. And the minute that I fly overhead, right above Kiki's head, I brandish the sword out. And I look at him and I say to him, "Shade coming from a tree bearing absolutely no fruit will never bother me. That's why you're mad." And then I smack him straight down right against the head.
Stay mad. Stay
And now
mad.
he needs a wisdom saving throw.
Ellis is
Let me
watching and it's
see,
like, I think I'm in love. What the fuck?
Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it has disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks and can't take reactions until the end of its next turn. Let's see.
You'll have to see it.
It's a 16 plus... That is a 27 on the wisdom saving throw.
Silver Burbs?
Can you reroll that?
So we're both.
Yes!
Is someone actually silvery barbing?
I don't think I have it. But
No.
I was just gonna ask the GM if he politely could reroll it.
You could just,
I
Did
was
you
I
like,
can.
my
roll it
charisma
once?
high enough.
Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Oh, don't worry. I mean, I can. I won't.
I mean, you can.
But you
I don't
can.
like that. Anyway.
Chat cast silvery bucks.
Chat,
Chat,
well, chat doesn't have an
Chat in the
initiative
comments.
order.
Get
They have inspiration.
comments.
Estel, that was just one attack. You have a second attack if you'd like to
Yeah.
also hit him again.
I would love to hit him again.
Okay.
Let's see. What's this one? Just wanting to read it. Sorry, just.
Oh. You also have improved Divine Smite at this point, so anytime you hit with a melee attack, it deals an extra 1d8 radiant damage.
Ha! Divine Smite it is.
Well, that's just anytime you hit with a melee attack. So when you
Oh.
just hit with
Roll
that,
3d8 for
roll a
last
d8.
text.
Oh, 3d8? Oh,
No,
hang on.
roll 1d8
I'm kidding, I'm
for
kidding.
the last
1d8.
one.
Okay. Just one.
Oh. Still.
1 is 1.
Don't know if that did anything, but
One.
He took one
closer.
more damage.
okay.
One closer.
But
to
you
zero.
also do have regular smite. So it's called Divine Smite. It's technically not a spell. It just uses your spell slot. So if you hit him again with your Greatsword in this turn, you can just use one of your spell slots, any of them, to add a Divine Smite, which adds 2d8 extra for a first level spell slot, and then 1d8 for each level higher than first.
I almost understood that.
So
your
if you roll the hit
biggest
with your
spell slots for more
greatsword, you could make it do a lot more damage.
Okay, I'll do
on a
it.
hit.
Highest spell slots.
Yeah, honestly, this would be a good time for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Roll the hit.
okay.
I believe.
Believe in things.
I just choose greatsword again, right?
I
Yep.
believe so, yes.
Okay. Please work, you son of a bitch. I don't ask you much. 19?
Get nice.
19 does not hit.
Oh.
Ah!
Noted.
Why?
Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down.
You go to swing again, Hunger, upset from the first attack, looks at you and flicks the great sword away.
I still give him the middle finger.
Like this.
Estel, is that your turn?
Am I allowed to drink a healing potion, or is that a turn?
I'll let you drink it as a bonus action, and then you roll for the recovery.
Okay. What do I roll?
What's the potion?
It just says potion of healing.
I think
It's up
that's.
to the,
it's
the
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah. I thought we were
Big
actually going to
numbers,
add
big
an economy.
numbers.
I was like, oh.
Big whammy. Big whammy.
Oh, d4. There it is. 2d4 plus 2. Okay. 2. Roll. The fuck? Oh, 4, 6. 6?
Yay.
Yep, you regain 6 hit points.
Thanks, I'll take it.
It's kind of like you just ran up and then hit him a couple times and then splashed water in your face.
While giving him the middle finger. I land on, like, Kiki's shoulder of her giant automaton, and I pretend to, like, give her a high five through the glass.
I pound it.
This brings us to Skyfe, Barca, Lakire, Giovanna, and Serena, who are all off screen, honestly having a bit too much fun. Just ripping heads off. You guys can see that Barca and Skyfe have started doing this thing where Barca just launches them up into the air, and then Skyfe just hits them while they're up there. They're basically skeet shooting at this point.
Damn.
And if you ask Skyfe after this, he did not play along, but all of you at some point will hear him yell, "Pull!"
God damn it.
Oh my god.
All right, that's funny. That's cool.
Beautiful.
Pull! Whee! Yeah. They just like
Reload.
burst like
I
a
mean,
clay
there's the other
pigeon.
one.
Oh, more ants to stab at our boots. Okay.
They're moving a little too much for my liking.
Okay. And then a few more are going to join. Where did Estelle go?
Oh no!
Die. I ate her.
Oh.
Me and her are actually hanging in Kit. We're just chilling right now. We're taking a breather.
All three of them are going to now swing against you in Kit.
Sure.
Is that an opportunity attack going by Estelle?
She's in the air. She's like,
Damn it.
yeah.
These are peasants on the ground.
Damn it.
That is 14 plus 3, 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And that is going to be a combined 18 points of slashing damage
Okay.
from the three of them.
This is fine. I need
Is it fine
It's fine. We're surviving.
for now?
I put 34 hit die into this. I think it's fine for now.
Okay. Poppy, And this is more for anyone who can see Poppy. Because this pile of lizards starts to glow bright white and then starts to shift. And appearing
Whoa.
there, a mixture between a bunch of Chesters and a Goblin Druid. Is an ancient time dragon. Not at full force.
Whoa.
Still a dragon.
Kaiju number 3!
Anybody who was looking
fight.
in Chester's direction saw this pile of glowing lizards. Their ends somehow conjoining, their outlines not making any sense, and then outbursts a massive clawed arm, claws down, almost as if this dragon is coming out of this glowing mass. Another arm comes out, wing, and eventually you see this massive dragon just appear and look around and see and survey the area.
Estelle like knocks on the glass with Kiki to point at this dragon that's
Yeah.
directly behind us, and I just go, "Whose horse is that?"
Yeah, Alice is looking in the rearview mirror like, is that one of ours?
Estelle's just like doing this. I'm like, I think that's Poppy.
You think or you know?
I'm pretty sure it's Poppy.
You notice the dragon is missing an eye.
Yep, that's Poppy.
Okay,
Yep, that's
okay,
Poppy.
good.
We both just like nod like they do in the animes. Yep, that's Poppy.
That's so cool.
This is what I was hoping for. So I'm very happy.
When's it my turn? I want a kaiju.
Choppy
you're old
immediately
enough.
flies into the air.
I am a small
Oh.
kaiju.
Yeah.
Full
Okay.
80 feet forward.
I'm the
He's right
camera.
above Elis and Kit, right
I
above
got two
them,
babies on top of me. Let's go.
and looks down onto Hunger.
I'm just looking up being like, I love this day.
I'm sitting here in Kit like, I don't know how much weight this can hold.
Stress
Choppy
testing,
kind
limit
of looks
testing.
like they're about to. Oh.
Sorry,
Well,
go ahead.
Choppy looks like they crack their neck.
Poppy.
It's like, oh, your hubris is impressive, lesser god. But I'm the real thing. And proceeds to blow down a cosmic breath. And I would need a DC 20 con save, please.
DC 20.
20?
Love that.
My brother in Christ.
That's art right there.
The 16 on the die.
Time to die.
That is an 18 total.
Let's go.
That's a full 13d8 damage. Do I roll the damage or do I go with the 58 on the character sheet?
Up to you.
I mean,
That 58 is the average roll.
Make it hurt. Make
I
it
mean-
rain.
1, 2, 3,
Choppy.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Worldwide choppers.
51.
Damn. Damn.
I mean,
Respectfully.
It's
Damn.
in the same
Damn.
range.
what kind of damage?
Let's see, we
Whatever
got
hurts him most.
cosmic.
Force?
Yeah, force damage.
Force of the universe.
I mean, stars in space just erupt out of this dragon's mouth. And
The force of skill issue, bro.
Is that a planet?
You've seen pictures of black holes. You've never seen what looks like a beam of a black hole with the Milky Way inside as it just pours over Hunger.
I shrink
is-
inside of Kit, and Kit kind of does the little like, shoulders.
I'm just like this.
Uh,
Yeah.
That's dangerously
Poppy.
close to my head.
Poppy, is that your turn?
Yes.
Expend 4 hit dice. That is the energy toll of maintaining this form. Per turn.
What's 4 hit dice?
Whoa.
How many do I have in total again?
Both.
You're level
Both?
14,
Both.
so
Both is
14.
good.
Still, guys, we can still steal some.
14 is your total.
We're fine.
This is fine.
Oh,
Slay,
okay.
queen.
So, this brings us to Bob.
Bam.
Bob's just off. Bob's just off in the distance. Murdering
Bob doing Bob shit.
things.
Great, Bob.
The
Bobbin.
builder.
And then it also brings us to Cleric Chuck.
That motherfucker. About time he showed up that.
And he smited Bob the smiter.
Cleric Chuck comes out, and man, this would have been cooler if I had actually made little.
Tokens.
Yeah, but that's
No,
like a
it's
lot.
one of the tokens. It doesn't really let you add them unless you're on a character.
Yeah. Cleric Chuck comes out and assesses, and he sees all these little hunger knights approaching the front, but then he also sees an unconscious child.
Oh, thank God.
A child. No.
Oh, thank
Chuck's gonna
Choppy.
get up to Zito and heal Zito. And since Zito is a child, there's really not a whole lot of healing to get him back up to full. And when he does, Zito just pops back up and goes, "That was awesome!"
Oh no.
My boy.
Chuck,
And a
he, goes,
fanboy was born.
he looks at Chuck and goes, "Leave some of the scars. They look cool."
What is this, Krillin?
One giant goose egg. He's like, no. Like,
There's some blood just in his face, and he's like,
This child is
"This
Krillin.
isn't great."
that's my boy.
No, my boy! Father, help!
Let's see. Okay. Some more of these guys are also going to come in at this point. From everywhere. Also, Estel, your dad was a little bit surprised to see a dragon pop out of the pile of lizards, but otherwise, mostly just shrugged it off.
He's seen things in his heyday. I'm sure he'll tell me one of these days, you know, when they drop the dad lore that just shakes you.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
When you're
How many
finally
of us
old
have
enough to get the
dragons
family
back in-
tea.
Every single time you get dad lore, it's always this kind of reaction. What did he say?
Yeah. And now that brings us to Hunger, who is very upset.
Good.
With all of his just
Womp
inferiority
womp.
overall, like he should feel really bad about himself. He should go back to being immortal, actually.
Like I said, couldn't serve even if he was drafted.
Unigod.
Those who test boundaries often find cliffs.
If I was ever drafted, they would have to beat trigger discipline into me because I am not dependable in any FPS. I constantly am like, oh! And I pop my friend.
Yeah. I played Hunt with Feff.
I'm just aware I'd be a
Hunger.
bad soldier as of me right now.
Hunger is going to point a bony finger at
Ooh.
you, Estel.
Brother,
Brother,
No, that's.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I know that button. It's this button. Hello.
Ah!
Yeah, 11. I'm probably gonna die. Goodbye, everyone. It was nice
No!
meeting
I
You
don't
have
think I can save you with that.
inspiration.
you. Didn't I just use it?
Yeah,
She used it to.
Okay.
But she missed an
Heck.
attack?
Oh yeah, you missed another attack, so that would have been another one more inspiration. So yeah, you do have inspiration, which you can use
Oh,
now.
that applies to everyone? I thought that was
Oh.
just
Every-
Arktreon.
Okay, I'll
no,
use
no,
it
no.
again.
Everybody. If you miss an attack roll, you get an inspiration.
Good shout, Shay.
Start keeping track of that.
That's a 22.
22 just fade.
Yay!
Said double
I'm
it.
alive.
All right, 22 saves. 22
So
saves.
you are going to take half.
Ooh. So in other words, I'm gonna die anyway.
Well,
Well,
I have.
We'll see.
One is still up.
What's your health at?
57.
Ooh.
I'm probably gonna die. Hi guys.
Don't worry, we got you.
We'll build a statue.
We'll remember
Cleric's
you.
about to go.
Remember me as I was, an idiot.
Oh no!
Healer's going down, y'all.
If that isn't my final words, I'll be so disappointed. Remember me how I was. Stupid.
Fucking dumb.
That is 32
Ooh.
necrotic damage.
Yikes.
That's halved.
That was
half?
halved, yeah.
Damn.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
All right, 25.
You have 25 hit points left.
Yep.
That's not a
Okay,
challenge.
healer.
Okay, healer. Slay.
Pop off,
Mass
healer.
healing word.
That is Hunger's turn. So that brings us to Elis.
How is
In the
Hunger
kit.
looking? Is he looking well? Is he looking
Peckish.
not well?
Getting mad.
Other than famished.
Hangry.
How's he looking?
He
Has he been a buffet recently?
he's
Urines for
bloodied,
substance.
but also he still looks like a god that can point a finger at someone and almost make them die.
So,
So he's still got
on his way out.
around, question mark?
He's still got what?
Does he still have any portals around that he's pulling from?
Yeah, none of the portals out here have been closed.
Okay, cool.
Bet.
I'm trying to think if my big brain, 20 intelligence brain that I do not have.
That is so real.
Oh,
You over
I
here with 10 and
sympathize.
0 modifier.
Oh man. In the other summer series, I was playing a druid amongst wizards, and I was like, this is nice. I don't have to think. Everyone else can be big brain about stuff.
Everyone else can brain.
That is not for me.
Oh, okay, I cannot do that. Never mind. That is too many hit die that I do not have.
You know, I keep reviewing my spells, and I can't actually see any spells that are actually meant for healing.
Uh-oh.
You, as
have
a
a-
paladin, you have a feature
Yeah, go to features and
called
traits.
Lay on Hands.
Ah.
And Lay on Hands, you have 70 hit points that you can just
That was 60.
divvy out however you want. You just have to touch someone to do it.
It's under
You
it's under
also
features
have-
and traits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
also
you
have
can heal
Cure
yourself.
Wounds.
Oh, okay, sorry, didn't see it.
You're good.
Give them to yourself.
Yeah, I'll give it to myself, alright. I'm dying.
I'll give it to myself, alright. Oh god. You're a delight.
Kill my friends, kill hunger. This is a hard bargain.
Huh?
I'm above you.
What?
I'm flying
What was
above
that
you.
first option?
Kill my friends or kill hunger.
We're all pretty close to hunger is the problem, and I have spells that will hurt hunger, but also has
I can do something about that if you want to hold your action.
I
I'm
don't
flying
know.
above
That
you.
might be kind of meta though.
yeah, I don't think there's
I have no idea what
right
goop
now.
goop with legs can do.
Yeah.
The goop mech.
Okay, I'm wondering.
Mecha goop. You could just ask the people nearby.
I could
Hey, you want to
fucking dodge. Take a
die?
while.
How willing are you to be the sacrifice in this heroic saga?
I mean, like, if I die, you know. I die.
No,
Uh,
I die.
Your D12s. How much would 17 D12s be? Just out of curiosity.
17
17
D12s.
D12s.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm
6.5
just wondering.
times
That's-
10 is 65, times 7 is 35,
Oh,
plus
God.
5 is 35, that's 38.
How is he doing that?
Yeah, so I'm
38
rolling.
and 65 is it's 103, I
I'm
think.
just,
Something
I'm
around
just
there.
rolling for averages
On
to
average.
see about how much I would be taking off of my hit points. I would be.
You
killing
don't
myself
have enough.
with that. I definitely do not. Even at full health, I don't think I have enough.
Boom.
Okay. Oh god, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
Just hit
You're
him
trying to go
hard.
pseudo-sentient.
I was trying to go pseudo sentient and then break apart.
Huh?
Like a
Okay.
Zord from Power Rangers?
Like Voltron, baby.
Not to make goose noises, but
Okay.
Honk honk, motherfucker.
I don't know what to do. I'm so bad at this.
You're good.
A grapple is an action, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a special attack, so you have to roll to hit. No. It's a contested check. Do you have to roll to hit and then do the contest, or just the contest?
No, it's just the contest.
Okay. Are you gonna use your robot to grapple the god?
I was thinking about it. Listen, there are many things that are floating around in my brain.
Just eat him. It's his one weakness.
I didn't make Kit with a mouth. I should have thought about that.
Just hit him
We
hard.
all pictured it with that out.
Alright, instead of that, I am going to just, like, kind of keep pace. Can I get in between Hunger and Estel so that if he tries to aim for Estel, he has to go through Kit?
I'm on your shoulder.
Can I gently push her?
Just one hand for a shield. One hand, give him full cover. Give him a
I'm
plus
trying
5 to
to protect her.
AC. That's actually big brain.
Yeah, I'll let you add +2 to her AC as you use your hands as a shield.
Don't
Just
touch.
like
Don't
I
touch
just
my friend.
lightly grab over her and just like dome her for a
Don't
second.
kill her. Don't squish her.
No, I'm not killing her. I just like cupped her on my shoulder so that.
Meanwhile, me. Oh God!
Oh god!
I will end you and
Okay.
It's dark in here.
I'm just picturing the chibi animation of the little cat getting the head pats that like squishes.
That's me right now.
Still, no matter how much damage this person has done and how fucking shitty they are, it's not worth your life. So just chill out for like 3 seconds, okay?
Estelle kind of coughs up blood. Herd chef.
Yeah. Maybe go behind. Just lightly block. And then I'm going to. Is this gonna work? I don't know. Maybe. So if I call down lightning, and I'm blocking Estel, does she still have to make the dex save?
What does call lightning say?
Well, it's not call lightning, it's the Eldritch Cannon.
Okay.
It says, make a ranged spell attack at one creature or object within 90 feet. The target takes 10d6 lightning damage on a hit, half as much on a miss. Whether you hit or miss, each target within 10 feet of the creature must make a dex save. So I'm just like, is it coming from the targeted creature, in which I can kind of protect, or is it just like event general?
So you're giving her half cover, which also gives a +2. But the other thing to think about is it is a ranged attack, and he's within melee distance of you, so you'd be making that attack at disadvantage.
Maybe. Perhaps. Alright, you know what? Fuck this. I cover Estel, and I'm going to just be like, oh, you dropped something, and I'm going to use Kit to cast... Actually, no. I'm just going to cast Mordekainen's Faithful Hound at Hunger's feet.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
And there's just a phantom dog that appears under Hunger's feet, but no one else can see him but me.
Got it.
Cool.
I love that spell.
It's a great spell. I've
What does
never
it
used
do?
it before. It gives a puppy.
Yeah, it's a pupper that can't move, does great damage, but also can't get got.
It's a very good boy. That's the spell.
Good boy.
Best boy.
Good boy spell.
Good boy spell.
And I'm going to kind of slide away from Hunger a little bit. Just like a good 10 feet while still holding Estel.
Disengage.
No, I think he has range of 10 feet, so I doubt I'm leaving his melee range.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get
He's
you a
right.
little bit further from him.
Just a little bit.
Just a little. Owie. I want you to die.
No.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay, Hunger is going to use his legendary action.
Oh.
God damn it.
Actually.
I don't like that.
How many of those you have?
Well, you get 3 actions per turn, and some things cost 1 action, some cost 2. And this one costs 3, and it's a special thing that I made up.
I love D&D, where we make up things to kill our friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that checks.
Everybody.
Mm.
So that's Estel's mom, dad, Estel herself, Elis, and Poppy Chester.
Choppy.
Needs to make a Constitution saving throw
Go again.
as Hunger's eyes turn a sickly green.
I can see this. Do I need to also?
Yeah,
All right.
I
17.
you know,
you cannot see it.
21.
"21 meets it, beats it."
Is this a wisdom save?
Con.
Constitution saving
Ah,
throw.
shit. Uh-oh. That's a 6, boss.
I got a crisp 26.
Nice.
26 saves. So if you saved, you've got 21 or higher, you will be taking half of the damage. And if you failed, you will be taking all of the damage.
Rude.
rude.
"44 necrotic damage."
I'm dead.
Oh.
I'm dead
Estell's
just down.
down.
I'm dead just down.
43.
44 if you failed. 22 necrotic damage if you saved.
Oof, I am bloodied. Which I think for me just looks like I'm like crumbling apart in places. All the hard edges are like cracking and I'm getting gravelly.
Yeah. Help! I'm gravel. Help!
Help! It's again.
After I take my
As
hit, I
this-
just fall off of Elis's kit.
Catcher.
You can say
Yeah,
fall
make
damage too?
Make a dexterity saving throw to try to catch her.
I would love to. Am I using Kit's dex or mine?
Ah, that's a
Kit.
good question.
Okay. Fuck.
Like, there's nothing keeping me on that shoulder anymore, so yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's not gonna. I'm gonna die. Goodbye forever.
We'll see.
I hope some of you guys have Revivify,
Nope.
bruh.
I am no healer.
Guess I'm just dead permanently. Goodbye forever, everyone.
So when you go
Kiki,
down,
what do you roll?
I rolled a 9. I know.
Total?
It was a 5 plus 4. Kit is a very big creature, which means it is not very dexterous. The bigger you get, the slower time moves around you.
that's just kaiju rules, you know.
I'm too high in the sky to do anything.
Wait, what is it? What is Estelle's mom? Isn't Estelle's mom
Oh,
besides an elf?
Like class wise.
you like
Yeah.
class?
Yeah. All I just see is that she became flames. Is she a druid?
Oh,
Like, what is she?
didn't really think about it. I think she's just a very magically connected person, so probably a sorcerer if you want to get into the classes of it. But elves are naturally, like, intrinsically linked with the magic of the Feywild and the weave and all that. So she's just
Maybe
been
she
around
can
for
help me.
600 years. Estelle, you are
Dead.
unconscious and prone on the ground. You are
What do you mean
not
unconscious?
dead yet.
I thought I was dead.
No.
If it's 25 minus 44, I'm pretty sure that's dead.
So,
So-
that
You have
to have, like, double
knocks
your
you
health.
unconscious.
You're unconscious.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then you'll start making death saves on your turn. 3 failed death saves, actual death.
If you got
Got
like
it.
double your full health, then that's like an instant death.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it.
But you are not dead yet. Hunger chuckles and says, "Mere mortals taking on a god. What did you think would happen?"
I don't know. Tell me when a god steps up.
Can't see me.
Estelle just chuckles while spitting blood.
I don't know. Still waiting for a god to show up, nerd.
And you
Mad
all
'cause
hear,
bad.
you all hear, "Oh, you don't have to wait any longer."
What? Ah!
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Stepping out of one of the planar rifts is a cat
Yes!
with a flying alligator behind him.
That's even better.
And he looks up at Hunger, goes, "You know, sometimes you make it real easy to find you, you know."
What does Hunger react? How does Hunger react to that?
He's more confused than anything.
Okay. Interesting.
"What do you mean a god has arrived?" And Mentiroso very proudly holds up a scroll. And he goes, "Oh, I applied.
I took an online course.
And he unravels and he goes, I'm god of the bite. Because the teeth.
Hell yeah.
It's like all your
He's
friends
up.
being ordained.
He's up by I'll make a better token in a second because I can, but he kind of just like pops out next to Estel's dad, who looks at the scroll that he holds up and says, for commitment to one cause greater than any. This says God of the Bit. Typo.
Beautiful.
No, it's God of the Bit now.
And he pulls out an arrow and he goes, I have no idea if I'm allowed to do this, but no one said I couldn't. And he pulls back the arrow, and the planar rift that he stepped out of gets absorbed into the tip of the arrow, and he launches it at Hunger, who just laughs at him and says, an arrow? You're a child. And he looks down, and like an entire chunk of his body has been ripped away. And that is where we're going to go.
Oh man. Oh my god. This has been 2 rounds of combat.
Went to one place and they're like, well, we make all of our own wine. And I was like, well, that's a problem because I'm dying. And then I turned out to not die, thankfully. But then I went to a secondary place, like within 48 hours, and I had a drink that I usually have, but I don't have any issue with, which I shouldn't have an issue with because my family drinks it all the time. And then I got hives again. And they're like, hey, you're dying. And I'm like, get the mouse away from me. I'm fine. This is a true story, by the way.
Get the mouse away.
I'm not
Plot
doing it for the
twist.
bit. This is a true story.
For the first time in forever.
For the first time in forever.
Welcome back,
I mean, like 5 minutes.
everyone. Things are going well. Things are going well. Mentiroso then popped in and then shot an arrow at a god because he's a god now. The rules don't matter. It's like, whose line is it anyway? What's the point, you know? Anyway, at the start of this round, you guys will watch as Hunger realizes that a large chunk of his body is just missing from this planar arrow that Mentiroso has shot at him. And then everyone collectively remembers that a martial class usually has 2 attacks per action. And so as Hunger looks down at the missing chunk of body, another arrow comes and rips off this part, and he's just kind of like a head on like this misshapen like column. And he shrinks down back down to normal size, but the 2 pieces of him that were ripped off fly back and merge together into a separate Hunger.
Huh. He doubled his action
Mentiroso-
economy.
Mentiroso then uses his dumb speed. He sprints past all of these hungry soldiers, Knights of Hunger, through Kit's legs, and tackles the larger body of Hunger through a planar rift.
Oh.
And as he's running past all of you, he says, "You should be easier to handle when he's all squishy like that. I'm gonna take this one." And then he grabs onto Hunger, goes, I'm immortal now too. And they fly into a planar rift together.
Ooh.
As Albert, the flying alligator, slowly just
I'm a general.
goes by. So what's left? You're still looking at a shape, a humanoid shape, wearing the same clothes, holding the same scythe, but now much smaller and clearly much weaker than the ascending god you were just fighting moments ago. And that brings us to the top of the round with Adaline.
Mm-hmm. How far away is he from me?
Back to the bit.
Let's find out.
He's the ruler.
20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 20, 30. He's 150 feet away from you.
Oh, he's in range. Excellent. I didn't think he was going to be in range. Excellent. Okay. So first things first.
James.
Shame. Same.
Man, I've got thoughts.
There are also a lot of, there's 1, 2, 5, 6-ish Knights of Hunger near Estel.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my first shot at Hunger.
Okay.
And Arkhang is still with us, right?
Yeah, he's still in the arena.
Okay. Arkhang, who healed up.
And then took a fierce amount of
then-
damage.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. First shot is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. I'm gonna mark him as my favored foe.
Okay.
So that's gonna come out to 12 piercing damage.
12 piercing damage he takes. There's a little bit of worry in Hunger's face. Like, the reality of what just happened to his plan is right now setting in.
I'm going to, as my bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark. And that's where the head splits in two.
Okay.
And I'll shoot him again. I think that hits. 24.
24 hits.
Okay. Then all of my
You
wind up here is
also
going to proc.
have that ability to shoot 2 targets with 1 bullet.
I do, but they're not close enough together.
The Knights of Hunger?
To Hunter? To Hunger?
Yeah, Hunger is 150 feet away. Everyone else is closer to you.
Gotcha. Then yeah, I'll definitely pop one of the knights.
Okay, all right. 24 would hit that too. So
Excellent.
roll your
okay.
damage.
12 plus a d8 plus a d6. Seven plus 5, 14 plus 5, 19. 19 damage to 2 targets. Pop, pop.
Yeah, the knight dies. Hunger takes another 19 piercing damage.
Excellent.
And it previously, when you guys were hitting him, you couldn't really tell if he was even feeling the damage. Like, you could feel attacks hitting him, but like in that form, it was just kind of hard to tell whether or not something was sticking. And right now, it's sticking.
We're almost there.
Is
I think
that
that's
your
it for-
turn?
Yeah, I think that's it for me.
Okay, that brings us to Arcang. Still mad. Still swinging.
Stay mad. Stay swinging.
No,
Adult
he will.
swim.
He's gonna swing at you 3 times.
Okay. Body's ready.
At advantage, first one, 21 to hit,
Yes, sir.
23 to hit,
Yep.
12 to hit.
Miss. So 2.
2 of these are gonna hit you.
Okay.
At
The end, just give me a grand total so I can just add it all at once.
Yeah, 21 and 21, so 42 total.
42 total halved.
Nope, that was already halved.
42. Okay. Alrighty then.
And that's... You see him reach back, and then nothing happens. And then he realizes that the bracelet was broken. And for the first time, what was, like,
Confidence.
unearned confidence, there's the slightest flicker of fear.
Arktreon's pupils that are already like pencil thin just narrow even more, and Arktreon's like long saber tusks grow just a little bit more.
That brings us to Shaxus, actually.
Father Shaxus.
Has gone into a rage before Cleric Chuck was able to get there.
Oh, is this just gonna be a beatdown? It's just like I'm throwing a punch as it tosses it to him, then he throws a punch, and we're just doing back and forth.
The thing about 6th Rage...
I know.
Oh no!
That's the thing about
Oh no!
I do not discern friend from foe.
1 through 10, he hits you. 11 through 20, he hits Arcang.
You don't care.
It's just three
Roll
dudes
high.
beating-
No!
just three dudes beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
The issue with
This
the path of
first
Knuckle
attack
Sorry, go ahead.
is targeting Arktreon.
The issue with the path of the Knuckle Sandwich
25 to hit.
That hits me, yeah.
is that really should make sure there's only one of them nearby each other.
What happens when 2 nukes collide? It's 2 nukes. The problem isn't that there's 2 of them. It's that they're nukes.
It is
With these guns.
13 plus 24. So it's 37 bludgeoning damage that can be halved down to 19.
Okay.
His second attack hits Arcang.
Chilling at a crispy 37, folks.
Whoa.
Don't worry, it's fine. It's okay. We're good.
19 plus 24, that's 43 halved down to 22 to Arcang.
But I can.
His third hit hits Arkhang.
Whew.
Ooh.
For 35. Have down to 18. And his last hit. Arktreon.
Oh,
Shaxus is gonna kill me.
no, Papa.
17 plus 11. That's so that's gonna hit. That's 38 divided by 2, so 19 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That is Shaxus's turn, which brings us to Arktreon.
Okay. I'm gonna ask the GM how many times I can do this. If I manage to grapple Arkhang, how many times can I use Rage Fuel?
Explain Rage Fuel to me again.
While raging, you can use an action to steal hit dice from one creature within 10 feet of you. DC 17 con save. On a fail, the target takes 2d4 plus 4 force damage and loses a number of hit dice equal to 1/2 of the damage. On a success, it takes half the damage and does not lose any hit dice. You gain temp hit points equal to the damage and regain hit dice equal to the number of target lost.
You don't need to grapple him. It just takes your action to do that.
And I get how many of those then?
It depends. So he loses how many hit dice on a failure? 2d4 plus.
On a fail, the target takes 2d4 plus 4 force damage and loses a number of hit dice equal to 1/2 of the damage.
Yep. And then so you would gain, if he fails and he loses 2d4 plus 4, you gain that many temporary hit points.
Okay.
So you'd gain a maximum of 12 hit points if you do that. Or you could just swing and hope you hit him.
Hit him enough times that it kills him. So like that's where I'm like, do I just do 4 attacks while I have 18 hit points left? Or do I try to siphon juice out of this dude to gain a little extra hit points to then do an extra 3 other attacks?
I feel like Arktreon would just keep hitting.
Okay.
Siphoning takes your action, so you wouldn't be able to siphon and then hit on this turn.
Yeah.
Live to hit another day.
I'm just gonna throw 4 punches at him. I'm gonna throw
Roll a d20 for each one to see. On a 1 through 10, you will hit Shaxus, and on 11 through 20, and go one by one. This is way more exciting.
I'll go one by one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do one by one, but I'm gonna use individual dice.
Okay.
And then this is at advantage still.
Yeah. So right now, this is just to determine who you hit. So this won't be at advantage or anything. You just roll this, and if it's 10 or lower, you are swinging at Shaxus. 11 or higher, you're swinging at Arkhang.
And then we'll do the damage and stuff afterwards. Okay. So first hit towards somebody. 2.
Ooh.
Okay.
Shaxus.
Second one. 7.
Ah!
Shaxus.
No.
10.
Ah!
Shaxus.
Oh, higher.
11. Oh my
I need
god.
you to roll
Arkhang.
so you can get inspo.
The 11 is.
Wait, hold on. I can
hit
wait.
Arkhang.
I can. This isn't. No, I don't. This isn't advantage on these.
Ah.
Shit.
The 11 hits Arkhang.
Yeah.
The first 3 hit Shaxus.
When
So
you
roll
turn
the
on
damage
a-
on those 3.
Just
Yeah.
It's like when you walk into a scare zone and then like you like punch the actor and the actor leaves, but then someone else like taps you on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, dude, like you're okay." You start punching them, and then they start punching you.
I know this is the very, very tense moment for Arktreon, but Zito is loving it.
Number one fanboy over there.
I'm about to
Just
burn my action to get him out of there.
Just 3 massive dudes blindly swinging on each other as hard as they can.
It's like I rolled so high for literally everything else. Okay.
And he says Shaxus can take it.
Not that he can.
That's 92 have to Shaxus. So, what do you call that? 46 hit points.
Not that Shaxus can't take it. We just want all the damage to go to
I
the
know.
other
And then
I can take it. I can't take it.
whoops. Where did you go? Nice. Let's
It's a gun to your head.
35 divided by 2.
35 divided by 2, so that's 18.
18 to
Arkang.
Arkang. Bonus action unarmed strike.
That's not how that works.
Sometimes.
That's not
For
how that
the
works. That is
first
simply not
time tonight, Arktreon,
Yes.
how do you want to do this?
No,
Let's
no,
go!
that can't be the
You did 70 points of damage to him last turn.
Yeah.
Shaxus did another 40 just now.
All right.
He had 8 hit points left at the start of your turn.
Arkang reaches back, realizes that there's no portal, no nothing. Looks back at his hand, looks up from like it almost in a way that is animated. The bone saber-toothed skull kind of smirks. As Arktreon latches on to Arkang, sinking claws deep into his shoulders. As this ethereal, floating saber skull's bottom jaw snaps open and sinks both saber fangs into Arkang's neck.
Oh,
Ripping jugular, tendons, and just a hint of bone spewing out the side
Feline
before
keeper.
reaching into his chest,
Oh,
ripping off his dad's paw,
yeah! Sorry.
kicking Arkang in the chest so he just goes barreling away. And through a howlish screech, all you hear is, "Father! Bear witness to your creation, for I am Arktreon!" As more flames just come erupting from the main.
Let's fucking go.
And Arktreon
oh.
Bruh.
has just the paw in his hand and is... As he looks at the paw, DM, is this okay? Cost an action to get out of rage.
Exiting rage is a bonus action,
Bonus action. And I
which
have a bonus
you
action.
still have.
So, as Arktreon, still in 6th level of rage, stares down at the paw, Mane starts to... I'm just going to pause this music and put on the other one. It's just for me. Flames start to die down, start to cool. The light radiating off of Arktreon starts to dim. Flesh starts to kind of mold around Arktreon's face before it kind of, one gust of smoke kind of covers Arktreon, bringing him back to the not so friendly Leonin face that you all know and love. Still handsome as ever. Still staring at the paw. And Arktreon falls to his knees. Could it be from fatigue? Could it be from pain? Could it be from loss? Arktreon now cups the paw in both hands. And for cinematic purposes, it's an over-the-shoulder shot of these blood-soaked paws holding this darkened, almost black kind of paw as little drops of water hit and miss the paw, landing in mine, landing on the middle paw. And a subtle as it pans out, it's just Arktreon in the middle of the arena as he starts to weep. These weeps start off small, almost childlike, before erupting into curdling, painful screams. That no person or word could ever comfort.
Father, I'm sorry. I failed you.
As he cups, as his hands shrink to kind of normal size, he just clenches the paw close to chest.
All right, cut the check. We're done. We're done. No, we're good. We don't need to continue.
I'm crying so much right now.
God damn. No. Aiden. Well.
While that was happening,
Jax
Jax is ready to like.
I was gonna say, yeah.
there was the cheers of Zito, this childish barbarian, just so happy to watch that happen, were enough to like break Shaxus of his rage. And as you're experiencing this, Arktreon, you just feel a big paw on your shoulder, and then your hammer drops on the ground in front of you.
Oh.
And Arktreon says, "He would be proud. And when you're ready, join me. And I will be proud of you too." And then you hear a child like, "This is fun!" And then the body of one of the Hunger Knights just gets thrown across the arena and just like splatters against the wall. As Zito has learned how to pick people up and throw them by the ankles.
Motherfucker with
That-
motherfucker.
That kind of thud kind of not snaps Arktreon out of it, but that thud makes him realize where he's still at as he loops the paw onto his belt and looks down at his hammer. Opens his paw, closes his paw,
There's still work to do.
Grabs the hammer, gives it a little flip, and starts walking out of the arena.
You and Shaxus, one of you holding a hammer, the other one holding a great axe, followed closely behind a small Goliath child with a cement-filled Minotaur plushie.
I love this.
Obsessed.
Adorable. Now kiss.
Dad and dad. Now kiss.
On the forehead. This is parental.
Parental.
That would bring us to Estel's mom, Estel's dad.
I can only imagine what they're seeing, knowing that their baby girl just got literally knocked out.
It's sort of like slow motion for them as they start to run towards you. And before they can get even close enough, a dimension door opens up next to you. And out of it steps this crusty old wizard man that none of you have really seen.
That motherfucker!
Is assuming probably just the wizard instructor here. But with him steps Giovanna.
Oh no, my teacher.
Who's not looking great.
Oh no!
She's been out there fighting off these knights. And one of the abilities of the
Why are you holding a gun?
Paladin of Self-Sacrifice.
Oh no! Don't do this to me.
What?
Mr. Brainard? Mr. Brainard, I'm gonna have to ask you to
Mr.
cease
Brainard?
and desist.
Ivy gonna kill you.
You come for our teacher! Ben!
Oh no.
Do it.
There's an ability called Righteous Last Stand.
Why? That and me screaming right now.
Well, go on.
Do it, coward!
Giovanna
You're going to.
leans down and whispers, "You have much more to finish. This is not the end of your story."
Oh no.
And then she erupts in a golden light. Everybody in a 60-foot radius from Giovanna, who we will put here. If you are a friendly creature, you will regain hit points equal to the number rolled, and 1 hit die for every hit die she expends. So you'll regain 15 hit dice.
Holy shit.
And a number of hit points equal to the number I roll. Every enemy must make a Constitution saving throw, losing 1 hit die for each expended. And a number of hit points equal to the number rolled. She rolls a number of d10s equal to twice the number of Paladin hit dice expended. So that is 30 d10.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
So I would assume all of you are back up at full health if you
Oh.
if you get 179 points of healing.
How do I get out of the death save thing?
Oh,
add the
you're
healing.
at full health now.
Just
Click
adding.
click
just
all the
add the
grades
healing.
and they'll bring it
Oh.
Where? How? It says it doesn't have that on my thing.
Arktreon's just gonna walk in crippled. You guys are gonna be totally fine.
Half my face is like Rubik's Cube rolled around to be watching you at the same time.
Druid, were you able to get it, or do you still need help? If you like click on
what-
it, it should bring up like heal versus damage. We should heal from there. Or you can just hit all success.
Stupid son of a bitch.
Jesus Christ.
D&D really is just like, haha, fuck you. It would. How much was it in total? That she had
179 points of healing,
179,
and also 15 hit dice.
So do we get an extra 15 hit dice?
You can't go over.
I was gonna
You
say,
do
I got
gain
that.
temporary hit points equal to one of your hit dice rolls.
Hey, yo, temporary hit die might be something.
Temporary
something
hit
there.
points.
That's the play.
No, yeah, I mean like in the future for
Yeah.
ideas and workshopping stuff. That'd be an interesting thing to approach. Might be broken, might break the whole thing. We'll see.
Who knows?
Okay, I'm back to full health. I got it now. Yay.
After you use this ability, your hit point maximum is reduced to half. You drop to 0 hit points, and you fall unconscious.
She's just
Come on.
resting.
She's
Quick,
asleep.
give her your 70.
We're gonna go back and forth.
Just to lay on it.
The old seesaw.
I don't get
No,
it. If
it
I'm
mean-
back to full health, how am I knocked out still?
No.
You're-
Giovanna is.
Okay, got it.
Giovanna's health, maximum health was halved. She drops down to 0 and is knocked unconscious. So Giovanna is unconscious next to you. Sort of at the same time that this is happening, about 20 elves and 5 or 6 humans, all with like random tools and farming equipment, have run out of the arena to start killing off these Knights of Hunger.
Amazing.
Hunger himself, he made the save, but he still took half of that damage.
Ooh.
He's not looking good. Estel, it is your turn.
Estel suddenly opens her eyes after realizing she's no longer dead, so it's like a giant, big audible with air entering her lungs again. And when she rises up, she sees Giovanna to the floor. She sees Hunger in the state that he's in, along with just the sheer destruction of the battlefield that's been laid wake. But seeing Giovanna down, a deep-seated anger completely consumes Estel, and a small but then weird blue light excludes from the ground and wraps around Giovanna and myself as I touch her, and you just hear Estel whisper, but it's not in a language that anyone else can hear, but it is a language that probably Hunger knows. It's a language so old even the earth no longer remembers it.
It's just a badass line.
Damn.
Damn, bars tonight.
Yeah.
As she touches Giovanna and the blue light becomes brighter, you hear, "O primordial gods, hear my prayer. Heed the call of the women who've ancient anger in their veins and the cruelty of the goddesses in their hearts. Remember, Hunger," she looks to him. "I know of your kind. Gods like you love tragedy, with wings that burn and boys that fall. I survive because the fire inside me burns brighter than the fire that you tried to scorch me with. I wasn't born to be soft and quiet. I was born to make the world shatter and shake at my fingertips. We may have been born into your world, but you will die in ours." she sacrifices all 70 of her healing to bring back Giovanna.
Oh my god.
Giovanna gets up and just finishes your speech with, bitch.
Bitch.
That's one turn. And trying to see here what I have spells-wise. Because I'm just fucking done with this man. Primordial being.
Well, I do believe Lay on Hands takes an action, so you would need something that takes a bonus action.
A bonus action.
Which
okay.
I don't think you have any bonus actions that can do direct damage to him.
I click on my bonus action and it says I have Thunderous Smite, Staggering Smite, Wrathful Smite.
Yeah.
Smite.
Those are all things that add on to, like, weapon attacks.
Alright, then I'll end my turn there. Because that's all that matters, is that Giovanna sacrificed herself for me. It's the best I can do.
Whew.
You don't have any cantrips? I know it's a stupid question.
Where would I find them?
Not all cantrips are
Paladin, I think she has Mending.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can sew. No, I'm kidding.
Skyfe, Barca, Lakire, Serena, they're all out killing off the last of these knights. So that brings us to Poppy.
Poppy
In the form of a pre-ancient time dragon looking down at the remnants of a scared lesser god.
Poppy's gonna fly down to the ground. Right in front. Maybe like 15, 20 feet right in front of Hunger. Just look at him. Turn her head. And immediately you see a light build up on the sides of her jaw.
Oh.
Or like a lack of light. Like the Mandalorian dark blade.
Ooh.
And immediately opens mouth and shoots out a cosmic breath weapon.
That's so
I'll
good.
do the 58 damage. I'm not rolling it. I'm letting the average sit.
Burn.
He has to make a saving throw.
Yes, he does. That is a
For
20.
half damage.
Yeah.
Even if he made the save. Poppy, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, buddy. Let's go.
Immediately, Poppy, after she flies down and shoots at him, goes up to his room, like him begging for life, looks at him. You're right. I do have a hunger. And chomps him and swallows him whole.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
The last few Knights of Hunger upon his death kind of just give up. They dropped their swords and accept defeat. There really weren't many left. I think you see like the 4 or 5 on the screen here. I actually had a number that I was counting down. So there were 5 on screen there and 5 more off screen. It doesn't take long for them to be cleaned up. The city becomes quiet once again. Many of the buildings were destroyed, especially here in the center of town. The arena is still standing, though, because it's built to withstand Shaxus. Estel, you are there with Giovanna, your mom, your dad, and a crowd of elves who chose to follow you into battle, whether or not they made it to the battle doesn't really matter at that point. Elis, from your vantage at the top of Gargantuan Kit, you can see the statue of Daystrider, and you swear for just a moment there was a gnome sitting on top of that statue and smiling at you while he watched. Poppy, Chester thanks you, separates himself from you. He says, I will soon be back to my full strength. But for all of eternity, I've only had 3 visitors. Some company might be nice.
I have all the time in the world for you.
Arktreon, you walk out of the arena with Shaxus, only to find that everything was already, like, everything died, like, as soon as you guys showed up. And there's a moment where Shaxus goes, oh, come on!
Yeah. Arktreon is holding his side and still has like a bit of a black eye, fat lip. He's bleeding a little bit. He's like,
Oh, I missed all the fun.
a little bit of blood comes out.
Estelle immediately panics and tries, cure wounds, cure wounds.
Shaxus still turns to you and goes, well, I'm still proud of you, and just claps you on the back and goes, is this you?
Oh, that's must be Arkang's claw. It's oh man, I could really use something to eat.
Me too.
Arktreon in like a
5 a.m.
weird
tomorrow.
5 a.m. tomorrow. Arktreon in like a little bit of a panic has a faint reminder of the chunk that flew towards Zito, and he like, oh, and like grab him by the shoulders and just kind of look at him and look at his face and make sure he's okay.
Sturdier than ever.
I'm the sturdiest.
That you are, my boy.
I would like to
A little scampy little head pat.
I would like to kind of pop in from the side and look down at little guy and go, you did quite well. Well done.
Who are you saying this to?
The little Goliath boyo.
Oh, Zito.
Yeah, Zito, sorry.
It's like eye level with you.
Yeah,
He
God,
tall.
maybe.
Are you still up on the wall, or are you down?
No, I would have.
No.
That's what I was like. I'd like to enter
You just see
scene
him
here.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
was scaling down the wall.
Yeah.
Zito is so enthralled by your head.
I look at Arktreon. That was insane. Well done.
Thank you. You did quite well yourself.
Again, scampy little head pat.
Careful. Oh, yes, good.
Which head? So many heads.
So many splits.
Just like run down the antler, run down the other antler.
Adaline looks nervous and constantly like casting about, which isn't too unusual for Adaline, but this is the end. This is the end of the fight. We won. But there's still something in the back of Adaline's head that's got him worried.
There's something wrong.
Well, I've figured out how to move in between time and space. Well,
You what?
time. Yes. But
How hard did you split your head?
To be brief, to water down, to compress what's going on in my mind is, where are all the me's from the future? Why didn't they appear? What? Listen,
I get out of Kit.
that immediate like hesitation of like not knowing how this works and it is what actually stops him from ever like going into the past and messing with current self, which is why you don't see just 100 Adalines at any given time. He like ties his own hands into the narrative, like as an end narrative, and doesn't make a bunch of loops and fuck all this stuff up. He's just like psyched out that he can't currently see future versions of himself like popping in. You know what I mean?
While you're like freaking out, Elis is coming over, like exited Kit comes over, and like while you're like processing the still, there's multiple versions of me. I'm just lightly pushing your head back together.
And then
just trying to tug at one.
Yeah, I would say.
Oh, easy on that.
Anyway,
towards everybody, just like I ate hunger.
That you did, sweetie. You did very good. What the
Estelle
fuck was
just
that
grabs
thing?
Poppy and just flings her in the air really happy, just like, yeah, you ate it!
Chester kind of goes, I actually don't know.
What the fuck?
Like Arktreon just like points and screams.
Still, he's like Drake sized.
Oh,
No.
he's not the little. Okay, all right.
Yeah, no, he's
Still.
large Drake sized.
It's your fucking lizard!
Yeah, I'm still pointing up and screaming.
Just hug Chester's leg.
You've gone through a bit of a
Seen me
growth
this whole time, but why now?
okay.
We're gonna have to buy him a whole new wardrobe again.
That bed is not going to fit that massive thing. I don't even know if I can get him in the pub right
I
now.
wonder how many pies can fit in that.
Massive.
You ate like 3,000 of you.
Perfectly sized.
Adeline's just gonna kind of
Thank
sit
you.
and lean against the wall of the stadium and just.
I mean, we only bought those things a few days ago. Surely the return policy shouldn't be that bad. Maybe I can exchange it.
You bought it from
You guys
an
see the
island.
pet
There's
store?
No return policy.
The pet store is destroyed.
Pan over, it's just sizzling.
When you go to the
You pan
islands,
over,
they'll do
and there's
anything
just
to
the
get out of
only
a refund.
thing. The only thing standing in the store is
the
just
IHOP.
one owl cage
No.
with an owl in it. Goes Sisyphus and Charybdis.
I think maybe we should free the owl now.
There's a caw somewhere.
I think he's
above
earned
that
it.
goes, Feed me.
He's earned it. I'll go free that owl.
Oh my god.
Pancakes?
Go.
He's very skeptical.
You got this.
It's my own time.
Yeah, it's fair. I'll walk back.
Elis would like to go
pancake?
over to Estelle
Pancakes.
and just like grab her by the shoulders. Just don't fucking do that,
Grab who?
Estelle.
What? We're grabbing me?
Yes, you.
The confusion in game and IRL is
What are we grabbing me for? I missed something.
She just went over and grabbed you. Just went, don't fucking do that, like ever again. Stop
What?
it.
What?
I look over at Giovanna. Don't fucking teach her that.
What did I do?
No.
You know, get a little too close to the Grim Reaper for comfort, perhaps.
We almost had
You
to
know,
build a
maybe-
statue of you.
Maybe consider not jumping into the line of fire when you have very little fire left in yourself.
It was very noble, the
but
self-sacrifice.
No, it was fucking stupid. Don't do that again. The world needs you. And I give her a big hug.
That part.
Estelle just immediately tears up at the, because this is like Elis doesn't really ever hug, so Estelle's like, okay, I won't do it, I promise. And she just like hugs.
You hear Elis's back pop.
Oh!
And then Estelle just whispers, I'm sorry, I will put that back, I promise. I have healing, I promise.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't give me to the practice clerics.
I'm not, I promise. Estelle
you.
just like, does like the lay on hands healing immediately.
I just
I have
Okay.
none left. You used it all.
I just like
I will
lightly-
use what I have.
lightly like pat her head and like push aside and just be like, you're just. I don't think I've ever met someone who embodies a star or light in the low world more than you do. And I would very much like it if you didn't go supernova on us.
Estelle immediately just tears up again and just starts just a waterwork immediately.
Oh,
I pull out a handkerchief and I give it to her.
She just takes it and just blows her nose. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
They're good
Yeah,
tears.
speaking about that, I'm probably gonna like kick half of your family's ass.
It's okay. They deserve it. Not my parents though. They're nice. She just
I'll
walks.
eat them.
Yeah, your mom's kind of hot.
Estelle looks over to her mom.
Not on fire anymore. They're right there. Your
Like,
mom
so
is
sad.
sitting there and she goes, this is all so amazing, and I'm glad that you've made so many great friends, and are we going to go home? And then your father, who's like a couple steps behind, just like looking around with his hands behind his back, is just like, you guys have crepes? Oh, what do you say in your language? They're flat, breakfast.
pancakes. Pancakes. Hi.
Pancakes.
Pancakes
We
are
have
different.
pancakes. Arktreon and Estelle just give each other like the knowing eye, like the like,
I'm like over your shoulder, like looking down, like, hmm?
and I'm just like
Pancakes.
pancakes,
What are the
pancakes.
odds that you think your pancake house is not destroyed?
There's only one way to find out.
If it's anything like our Lord and Savior Waffle House, it can survive anything.
Well, they didn't board up the windows, so I'm pretty sure they're still running service.
Listen, at this point, even if it's half of it's gone, we're still going to eat pancakes. Like,
It's still intact,
Can you fit in
Yeah.
fully intact.
Estelle just points up to the pancake house.
you just get scooped up onto my shoulder, like, to the pancake house.
Wait, as Arktreon is trying to scoop me, I literally take Poppy. It's just
Chester,
three
can
people.
you fit in the Waffle House?
Yeah.
We will make it work.
I can fit anywhere at any time.
All
That's a
right, call ahead
concern.
and tell them to make a bajillion pancakes. They're all for Chester. Let's go.
I look up at Kit and I'm like, I can't. Okay. I glance around at everyone. Do you guys want to keep walking or do you want to travel in style? And I smack Kit on the side of its thigh, quote unquote, and it falls into five identical pieces instead. So like,
Let's go.
Estelle just immediately just looks to the. You want to do it? You want to do a thing? Let's do a thing.
Bike montage roll credits.
Throw me, Arktreon! Throw me! I'll hold on to Poppy!
I do regret to inform that Chester does have to drive Arktreons because Arktreon was not there on construction. Sorry, dude.
That's okay. My head's still out the window again.
Gotta let you know that the lizard is in charge of yours.
Estelle, your parents, and then also all of the elves and the few humans also that came with, they all join at there's a wait now for this International House of Pancakes. And there was a moment where they all just kind of like stood there, and all of the elves slowly turned to look at your dad, the head of Noble House Cessaria, and he went, all right, cake pans on... Pancakes on me all around. And they all go,
Estelle has like one pancake in her mouth already, like half full. Like, I think my dad said he's gonna get the bill.
Yeah, no offense, but your dad's literally royalty. I would not accept anyone splitting the bill with him. Like, he has to take it. Are you kidding me?
do you think they take our money in this world?
Probably.
I'm gonna pull a low.
Probably.
Metal's metal.
Is it gold and shiny? I'm sure
shiny
they accept
metal
it.
is shiny metal.
Is there anything that you guys would like to do as part of a send off? Like, I'm gonna let you go one by one and do your off into the sunset sort of epilogue.
Yeah, that's the word.
Epilogue.
Plug.
Yes. Adaline, we can start with you.
Adaline is... I have schemes for Adaline, but I'll get to that in Terraform. For now... I don't know. He goes into kind of a peaceful time where he tries to discover more about how he works and how his new abilities work. And there's not much I feel like to kind of say. He lives happy for a long time.
Chester offers to teach you a little bit about the traveling through the plains
Oh, thank God.
part of it. For
Thanks,
the rest of you,
Choppy.
if you didn't put that together, Chester is a pre-ancient time dragon. He was placed into existence to to travel through time and space, protecting the timeline from threats such as hunger. Hunger, knowing this, purposefully went after Chester as part of like the first part of his plan when he was first laying these down. So Adaline, he would teach you how to do this stuff. In part, also, you'd be asked to return the elves back to their land,
If that's what
back
they
to their
wish.
world. Most of them do. A couple of them stay, but most of them.
I'll say this for Adaline. In the world of Terraform, there is no time. There is no past. There is no future. And that's all I'll leave on the table for a hint as to the eventual narrative we'll pick up with Adaline.
Okay. Arktreon.
Couple of little tidbits. One, Arktreon does hold what he feels is respectable enough, where he builds a bit of a timber fire, puts his father's paw on the middle of it on the very top, and has a little bit of a burning of the king moment with Zito and Shaxus alongside as a little bit of a send-off for his father. Arktreon adopts Zito as his boy.
Oh, he's a dad.
And at some point in the future, when you look at the statue right next to Strider, in crude, almost carved in claw, is A. And that's it.
Oh, other way around. It said day
Oh,
gnome.
day gnome. Sorry, Strider. I had this on a sticky note and I left it somewhere and I must have thrown it out. The opposite, where it says day on next to it in crudely scratched claw mark. It says Spider.
Nice. No.
And that's it for your boy.
Elis.
Elis, for the first time in 8 years, 7 going on 8, doesn't necessarily have an objective. For the past 7 years, since she built the Looking Glass, since she initially ruptured the universe, all she's been thinking about since that moment is getting her mom back. And now she has her back, and she feels like there's nothing but time to catch up. And in that time that she spent so focused on the fractures of her mistake, she forgot who she was in the first place. Before Elis broke the universe, she wanted to fix the world for the people in it. She wanted to make a better place. And I think that with her mother's kind of presence and guidance, she does start to revert back to what she initially wanted. She had 2 houses that weren't homes. She had the pub, she had her initial house, and all they were was empty infrastructure. And now she has 3 homes that are so full of life and warmth that she cannot choose to stay between any one of them. So she does return home to her little farmland with her mother, and continues to make small gadgets to give out to the people who are working in the fields and those who are putting in manual labor against their bodies, giving them aid. And every time that she finishes up a day at their initial house, she uses a transportation circle to go back to Laurent, gather her friends there, any that remain, and use one more teleportation circle to get to the pub at the end of the universe, where they can all sit down for a final drink, a board game, just catching up on each other. And finally, at the ripe age of 26, truly understand what it's like to be a part of a family. And I think that's just how she is content for the rest of her days, is working piece by piece, gear by gear, to make everyone's lives just a little bit easier. And moving forward instead of looking back.
Poppy. You're muted.
After everything happens, right after, there's a moment where Poppy is sitting on Chester's head, and she feels a little weird about it at first. And they're walking around looking at everything, and Poppy just strikes up the conversation of just, I don't know what to do now. I was planting seeds for a tree that I would never sit in its shade. I was completely ready to never actually talk to you or see what you would do for the world. I just knew that you were good for it. And now that all my efforts actually bore fruit, I don't really know where else to go now. Besides with you, just
Well, where else to go, I find, is always the easiest question to answer. It's the when else that truly bores the journey.
you're always
You
so
are
correct.
welcome to come with me.
You know, wherever you go, I'll follow.
And also whenever.
Of course, whenever.
Okay.
I have nothing
Because
but
those
time
things
now.
are different. Yeah, there is a distinction.
Yeah, I've got nothing but time
Okay.
now.
Oh, have you met the cat?
Yeah, and he told me how cool you were before I knew you were even as cool as you are now. Like, I knew you were amazing, but like he told me you were extra amazing, and that was so cool.
Yes, he is one of my 3 visitors. Many, many, many times.
Now you got me.
He would nuzzle you, but you're on his head, so he can't.
just hugs his head from up top.
Estel.
From what I can say is that Estel returns home with her mother, her father, and her people. And for the most part, her days seem peaceful enough. She takes up more duties to finally be a Cessaria the way that she wants to be, instead of who she's supposed to be. More often than not, she is quelling arguments and settling old scores and dealing with family members who are too prejudiced to see past their own nose. But past the chaos, there is now warmth in her home with her father and her mother now actually in her life. They're gentle and kind to her, and they're patient with her as she's trying to learn to take the steps to do better by them. And even amongst the chaos of trying to be a leader, she still does what she always used to do, which is always to go off and read. And she will go to the same tree and climb it, and she'll simply open a few books and turn the page and look out at the scenery. But not before a small interdimensional door opens, but it's just a slew of letters and packages from like Adaline and Elis and Arktreon and Poppy, and just smacking her in the head, and she's just laughing as she's trying to look at all the letters before she finds a collection of her own letters and throws it right back in there. And she just picks up the letters and reads up on all of their newest adventures, or how Elis is telling them that they have to meet at this certain date at the tavern to catch up. And
I'm sure the elven children of the woods would love to hear the stories that you're telling in these letters as well.
Probably.
Has their signatures at the bottom of each letter.
Mm-hmm. But it does make her lonely, because even though she is being so preoccupied with all of these new duties, it still doesn't take away the fact that she has a chosen family with you guys. And you guys are always so far away, but she always clings to those letters and to those times when she can come and see you guys with all the hope in the world that maybe, hopefully, there may be just another adventure that you guys can all join together for again. And that's that.
Yes, she's giving.
A hand pokes out of the portal. Hey, we need you.
Yeah, one of these days.
Chef.
Yeah, a paw's just gonna come out of that portal one of these days.
No. It's
With
like
a burlap bag.
it's right before the
Spider Universe thing. The Spider
No, it's the after credits scene, right? It's rolling, and as Estella is reading another thing, she's maybe eating an apple, another hole opens, and it's just maybe like Elis, and it's just grabs and yikes!
We're all just like looking at each other. We're like, so like poke or like, okay, so just like.
Either that or just one burlap bag just comes over you.
And as Estelle gets like yanked out, a piece of paper falls, and it's the last scene, and it just says the end.
Ow!
Aw, nice.
Shucks.
That's cute.
Shucks.
And with that, the summer series is brought to an end. Thank you all so much for hanging around and watching it all. Thank you all. Thank you to my players. You all did so wonderful. I had a great time running this campaign. That was the most intricate combat I think I've ever done.
Well done.
I had so much fun.
Which means
Well done.
only more complex from here, baby.
We're so excited.
And to our wonderful
I would
DM.
love-
To our wonderful DM!
Ben.
Crushed it.
Ben!
Ah.
And the science. Wait a minute.
I would love to explore that world more, potentially going back in time and going slower, starting with you guys at level 1 and in the school and all that, and because I think there's a lot of fun stuff that could have happened if we had unlimited time to get through it all. But
You can always bring the characters back for another adventure. I'm just super saying.
There's one shot.
Beach. We can have a
Level
beach
20,
episode.
let's go.
Get in the comments. Get in the
most of
comments.
my characters do end up somehow having to be dragged into something else later in the line. So
Each
I'm
episode.
not sorry.
Give the fans what they want. A beach episode.
we can talk
grab
about
us-
that next summer.
We grab
Yay.
Estelle from the burlap bag. We empty her on the beach. We are chilling now.
Thank you guys so much for this. Maybe we'll pick it up next year. Maybe this island will finally go one full year without a revolution happening on it. Who's to say, you know?
Oh.
But I've been Ben Brainard. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to find more of me, you can check me out online. Just type in my name anywhere. I'll pop up. I'm on tour. Come find me. We'll pass it around and say our goodbyes. We'll start with Kiki.
Hello, my name is Kiki, also known as KikiDoesStuff or KikiDoesStuff on Twitch. I have been Elis, your artificer for this story. As always, Ben is a wonderful DM. I love being at his table. Fucking never out of laughs, never out of shenanigans or tomfoolery. This crew is absolutely fantastic. So fun to be around. The roleplay mode, the one-liners, shut the fuck up. That shit's gold. But yeah, you can find me all over the internet, and I hope that you check out everyone at this table. Give them a follow. Give them some support in trying times. And have you told your friends that you love them recently? Because you should probably do.
I love you guys.
I love you, and I love you guys.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to Poppy, aka Lex.
Hello, I'm SmolBirdLex. You can find me at SmolBirdLex. I do art streaming, TTRPGs, and VTubing. I was our little goblin druid, Poppy, who from day one knew that Chester was cool as fuck, and then he was
Because
even
you're cool
cooler.
as fuck.
Stop. Oh my god, Ben, you turned me into a dragon! That's so fucking cool! Oh my god, you're awesome.
You gave me a shapeshifter with a lizard and a dream.
That's all you need.
That was amazing. It was so much fun. I loved being DM'd by you. It was so fun, and everybody else made it just as even more amazing altogether. And I love you guys so much. And we definitely got to do this again. I'll pass it over to Estrella.
Hi, I'm Estrella. I go by QueenAstraea on most, if not all, social media channels, and I play your Paladin Estel. This is my first time playing D&D with a group outside of just some personal friends and family, and I was super nervous to do this, but I felt so welcomed and accepted immediately, and I am now so addicted to this. I want to do more. I don't want to let go of these characters. I just love them so much.
That's what happens every time.
I know!
We got him.
Got another one, Captain. Put her in the bag.
You know, one of you guys adopted a kid at the end of this. Maybe there's a sequel
Yes,
where the kids go to school.
yes.
Listen.
Listen.
I haven't
We'll
played
see.
a Goliath character yet. I'm just
A dragonborn.
Listen, I already have it ready. Let's go. Mentally.
But feel free to check out my work at any time. I'm definitely like a discount Jim Carrey with a ball gown. You'll enjoy your time with my work, but even more so, you'll enjoy your time with everyone else here. Everyone has such a myriad of beautiful talents that I love to see and witness, and I'm so happy I get to consider them friends. And hopefully you get to enjoy their work as much as I do. I'm going to pass it off to Aiden.
Hello, everybody. I am Aiden. I go by Shay Aiden, and I have been your big hulking Leonin Barbarian.
Arktreon the Hunter.
Arktreon was my very first D&D character I have ever made in my entire life, and he is my go-to in certain scenarios. And it has been such a wonderful experience playing Path of the Knuckle Sandwich, making me really feel effective as a tank character, as well as making me really feel like a barbarian, like doing some serious damage, taking some serious damage, and punching things. You can catch me at Shade on literally everything. I'm a variety streamer. I do comedy and D&D stuff on TikTok. Huge thank you to every single person at this table for bringing forth such wonderful characters, such wonderful performances, because at the end of the day, that's what makes D&D pop. Yeah, I love you guys very much. This has been a wonderful experience, and I cannot wait for other stuff. I'm going to pass it on to the wonderful Sir Feffers.
That's me. Hi. If you're watching this, you're already on the YouTube, and if you've gotten all the way here, thank you so much. You're one of the real ones. Thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying the summer series. I'm Sir Feffers, the Humble Dungeon Master. We're currently on season 6, and if you would like to head over to the Twitch, we have 3 weekly stream campaigns that I'm running. And don't forget to go watch the Fall of Hightower as well. It's also here on the YouTube. It is the summer series before this one. Same world, Ben DMing. Ben, if you didn't already, I would love to hear where we can find these wonderful subclasses, because Ranger, the most fun I've ever had with Ranger. I haven't played a ton of Rangers, mind you, but this one had the sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's called the book is called The Fall of Hightower. It's still technically in beta. I wanted to wait until the 2024 handbook came out so I could adjust the rules so that it could be compatible to either thing. It is available on my website. It's benbrainard.com, and there's a button I think just says merch, and you just look for the book. It will give you a link to a Google Drive with all the PDFs for all of these subclasses, and they use hit dice to power their abilities, which makes them really powerful, especially in like one-shots where you don't have to worry about not getting your hit dice back between battles. But I when I sat down to build it, I wanted to do a couple things. One, I wanted to make it fun, fresh, and exciting, and 2, I wanted to make the martial classes keep up with the spellcasters. So that was the goal, which is why the barbarian was able to do like 400 points of damage in 3 rounds. I don't think it was that high, but it was
up
approaching.
there.
It was approaching for sure. Yeah,
That was awesome.
But yeah, if you like that, I hope you enjoy playing with any of the subclasses. Make sure you pacify your DM before you just go out and do it.
Yep.
Because they can break a few games here and there if your DM is not aware that these powers exist. The cleric can turn into a god for like half a second. It might kill him, but he can do it.
But God?
Either gonna fight God or become him.
Excellent. Well, gang,
My cheeks hurt from smiling. Fuck you guys for making me happy.
Hey man,
I'm sorry.
That's what you get for making me so teary.
everyone say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.